Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for. Welcome to another episode of the Council of Six, a weekly Dungeons & Dragons campaign fraught with all the drama and peril that will take your breath and steal your mind. My name is Jay Longaro, your DM for the night, and on this campaign we will be using Tyranny of Dragons, which tells an epic story across two adventures of which Hoard the Dragon Queen is the first. Unlike our other streams, we won't be commenting on your comments while we are in play as to remain immersed in the story, but please still engage and comment as we go along. During the breaks, we will go through the comments and interact with you all, because at the end of the day, we are presenting this for your enjoyment. But without any further ado, are you ready to leave all that's real behind? Because there's something breaking at the brick of every wall that's holding all that you know. So tell me, do you want to go to the Council of Six? Woo woo! Woo woo!
I don't know what this is.
I forgot to say Joe is also joining tonight as well.
Sweet baby Jesus.
Oh, god damn it. That thing.
That thing's back.
I always forget.
Burn it.
Burn it immediately.
With holy fire.
Don't listen to them, Joe. You are just perfect the way you are.
I know.
Joe, don't listen to those words of positive encouragement. He's lying to you. Listen, sometimes people just need the harsh reality of being told what they are. And Joe may be one of those. That's all I'm going to say. But here we are, guys. Another episode of Council 6. Another week. We survived. We're all here.
Somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, again for last time.
Yeah, and for those who didn't notice, well, it'll be my recap. Fizz was having a challenging time staying alive.
And shot in the
And it was his own doing.
Yeah.
So, you know.
It happens to the best of us.
The
Should
inability of being able to do anything really just got to his head, and he panicked.
Yeah, I
on
feel
this
there were
flaw.
some extenuating meta reasons, but we won't get into any of those on why Fizz was very agitated that night.
Oh god.
Then the silence.
Well,
and then we get this
Silence.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Hey, you weren't supposed to tell everybody.
Didn't tell anybody. Kind of said it actually during the thing. Anyway, but yes, another episode of Console 6. So I guess we can get into it. Did you guys have anything you want to discuss or talk about before we get into the campaign?
Tune in Sunday for my chance to be a good DM somehow.
We believe in you.
Yeah. We do have that. That is, it didn't happen last Sunday for reasons, but this Sunday night, if you're in the U.S., Canada, etc., it's 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern, Sunday night, middle of the night European time, wherever you're at outside the U.S. Monday morning. We'll be doing Fizz's one shot for that. So join us for that as well.
Where everyone plays a level 15 character, which initially I was like, that'll be fun. Never gets to play level 15 because no one really gets there at some point. And then I got the character sheets, and I'm fearing for my life.
Good luck balancing now
So,
when I have an assassin.
If the tagline for my one shot for Coco's wacky one shot, it would be, "Daddy, please be gentle."
We do not know who for who, though.
Everybody. I'm
7
ready for
people
the spankings.
min-maxing on characters that they do not care about. I'm sure it's going to be...
I didn't even min
Yeah, gentle's not in my vocabulary.
Yeah.
We noticed.
I don't do min-maxing. I just create a character, and I hope they good enough or not.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun. Tune in Sunday to see me slowly break down.
It'll happen within the first 50.
Just everything's killed by 50 minutes in. It's like, well,
He'll try to
Yes,
send
It's going to
someone out
happen
of-
the moment the stream goes live and Coco realizes he has to be the one to do the intro. And he's going to be staring at the camera going...
just remember, Just remember, Coco, if all else fails, we'll just say that your BBEG's got Meteor Storm. Walk away from it.
I can't wait for the first 5 minutes of the campaign to start, and everyone gets to watch me light a big old stack of papers on fire. Nothing related to this, I swear.
Okay.
Just hear like a paper shredder just go wild. Like, just give me 5 minutes.
Don't need that plot hook.
Hey guys,
So you stab the butler.
Yeah. Yeah.
so you hear a snap of a bush. What is it? I see everything.
That's why I refrain from talking without non-spoilery, saying, "Oh, guys, I got this thing coming. I just can't wait," because whoever it is, someone's gonna end up killing them at some point. I'm like, "Yep, there go. Well, there goes that story. It's out the window." Ah, fun times, fun times. All right, so I think we can get into the campaign. So last time on the Council of Six, Hoard, Dragon Queen, captured! After a harrowing day of being captives, a day in which Fizz almost died twice, one time being backhanded by the dragon Lenathon, many failed escape attempts, and other shenanigans, he finally fell asleep in exhaustion in the pens. Rincer and Thanik, in the meantime, bide their time to see if there's a chance to help. By the time the middle of the night arrived, Fizz, Cassian, Mal, and Fleur awakened, refreshed, and put a plan into action, convincing the monk, Leosin, to leave with them. The group, with the assistance of Rincer, barely managed to escape and scale the wall of the plateau with a rope thrown down by Thanik. In the darkness, they escape the camp and make their way back to Greenest. All right, so set it up, guys. It's about 1 a.m. at this point. It was about midnight when you guys woke up. It was about midnight when you woke up. So it's about almost 1 a.m. now. And you can start. Let me go to the map screen. We left off with you guys right above the plateau, but you guys can pick it up where you want. You guys are heading back to Greenest. I believe that's where we left off last time, as you guys were saying you were doing. And how do you want to do it?
So again, the plan is to go. We went the long way around the second troops we saw. So just to clarify, we're just going the long way again, just to avoid any.
Yeah, we won't avoid the rear guard again.
All right, great. So we'll take the long way. We'll walk slowly, just to make sure we can not bump into anybody that we don't
Sounds
want
like
to fight.
fun.
Great.
Okay, so on the way there, Rincer gonna question Leoncel or whatever his name is about. So, I don't.
Yeah.
Oh,
we're gonna get all that. I just gotta set up the other map here and get these guys off of here.
As Fizz sees.
Oh, I forgot the map. Yeah.
As Fizz sees Rincer go to talk to Leosin, Fizz is just gonna like pat Rincer on the back and just cast guidance for the first time.
Okay, I'm assuming the charm that they have doesn't affect their disposition about Fizz, right?
Yeah, you're in love with me, and everything I say is a great idea.
Yeah, but not about.
You're
Sure,
talking
but
to the monk, right?
the monk. Yeah, but what one? No,
Their
but I'm
charms
asking about Fizz because they are pissed about Fizz. So I'm asking if the charm has any effect on their disposition about Fizz specifically.
I just pat Rincer on the back and be like, "Good job out there, you did good," and then just pat guidance and then continue walking.
Okay, so they'll just angrily brush his head off. Hand, not head. Sorry.
You did good today.
Yeah. Okay, done. Whatever.
In the meantime, you do look over and you notice that a couple of the prisoners are actually carrying Leosin because he has passed out. He's unconscious from exhaustion and everything. He's not dying or anything. I mean, he's not in good shape, but he's
Okay. So he's not
unconscious.
in a position to answer a question then.
At the moment. No.
He'll
Okay.
sleep it off. You'll be fine.
I mean, I'm starting to contemplate whether Rincer would try to wake him up or not. You know what? I'll just roll for it.
I mean, you could try. He didn't fall asleep. He's passed out.
Yeah, no. You know what? Yeah, no. Yeah, okay. They try to wake him up. Yeah.
Or is just gonna like stop and be like, leave the poor man alone.
Yeah,
got blood coming out of its mouth, I bet.
alone.
okay.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Yeah. Okay. What? Okay. You know what? We are all. Okay. Never.
We are very close to Greenest. I'm sure he'd find more comfortable accommodation there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I'll just talk to him in the morning, and I need to sleep, and I don't. Whatever.
All right. We keep
So as you
moving.
guys make your way, you are taking a longer way, but you do notice where the rear guard was, they seems to have dispersed. So it looks like that most likely at some point during the night while you guys were captured, they had all retreated and come back to the camp. So all signs ahead look like that it's a clear path to Greenest, and there shouldn't be any problems getting back to town.
So the charm, does it take an hour? Like, does the charm wear off in the meantime?
Yeah, how long is it for us to get back, just so we know when that charm wears off?
Well, if you took the direct route, it would have been about 30-minute walk. If you guys are taking a much longer route, an hour.
So an hour, okay.
So by the time we get there, you'll be out. Since we're not a
Okay,
long
so
way.
like by the time they arrive, so like they might not see us. Rinser doesn't talk to anyone, but look like they are visibly pissed.
All right.
Unless Mal says you're happy.
No, but it's been an hour. They're not. No, it's been an hour.
Yeah, when we get back, you'll be. When you get back,
Yeah, when you get back.
Yeah.
you're gonna know Mel's got them
yes.
bullshit.
No, in the
Nope.
okay. So in the
Know what to
in
do.
the meantime, they're just quiet.
Right. Which, speaking of which, we might as well just get you guys back there. Because unless you guys wanted to roleplay while you're walking, it's up to you.
Mel's just gonna walk up next to Cassian, slap his butt with his tail, and be like, "Hey, bud, how's it going?
Cassian's just shut up from the world right now.
Doing good, I see." He's gonna lean in. Your mom's hot, and then just walk away.
Oh no.
Cassian pauses for a hot minute before continues walking.
Floor, does anyone else hear that?
He is not trying to hide it.
Cool. Floor looks at Mel and goes, "Hey." Agreed.
All right. After
Okay, I
that,
think
I'm
there's
just
going to be competition here.
after that, I kind of approach Cassian and be like, all right, I will not be able to understand what you're going through. I won't even pretend. But whatever you decide you want to do, I'll follow you, and know that I'll have your back, no matter what. And I just give him two light punches on the shoulder and be like, I got your back. And he will continue moving.
So as you guys come in, Escobert does greet you in the middle of the night. When you arrive, you do notice that the keep is pretty quiet at this point. It seems now that the most of the townspeople have left the keep, and it's more, it seems that they're trying to get back to normal life. So the keep is just back to its normal guards and the people that stay there. Pretty much, it's also middle of the night, so you don't see many people. Just a couple guards out there and Escobert. As you guys come in, he's like, "It's good to see you, lads. Return in good health. The governor will want a full report in the morning. In the meantime, feel free to rest, eat, or whatever you need to do. The governor will be up by
Great.
7 a.m.
Great, good night. And they just storm off.
Okay.
Yeah, I
So
feel-
Richard's going
that-
off
that
for a long
seems
rest, I
very much
assume.
like the vibe.
yeah.
That seems
they
like the
need it.
vibe right now. Yes, please.
You do see he motions for the clerics to come, and they come take Leosin and the other prisoners to go be taken care of. It's like, oh, they look like they're in pretty bad shape, but
Can I just like lean into Leosin real quick? If he's kind of like going in and out of consciousness, or he's just like completely out.
you can take a look.
All right,
Something.
I like to get close. Can I do a medicine check?
Yeah.
Great. It's the one thing it's one of the few things I'm good at. Nat 1.
Yeah, you don't know if he has a cold or if he has cancer.
Great. So, well, once again, it seems I'm out of this is out of my depth. So I'm just gonna lean in real closely, Leosin, and be like, "Hey, what do you want for breakfast?" All right, sounds like pancakes. Because Fizz is like wide awake because he's already had his long rest, so he's gonna be up for a while.
Oh god.
Yeah, Mal's had his long rest, so he's still up and about. So he's just gonna be trying to scrounge up some new materials.
Hey Mal, you wanna be a taste tester for these pancakes?
Yes, I gotta find some stuff first.
No problem. I'll be in the kitchen.
I want to look for Escabert.
Okay, he's still right there by you guys. If you guys
Okay.
haven't moved, he was talking to you, so he's right there.
Okay. Hey, Escabert. So, funny story. I'm gonna need some weapons, and possibly a musical instrument.
Yeah, the governor has that taken care of for you guys. He's in the morning. He's gonna take care of y'all right quick. I promise you. We were already planning this. I think he was offering you a reward too for information and stuff. We got you
we'll get
guys. We got
everything
you all covered. Don't worry. Fear no mind. Right now, just relax, rest, take whatever time you need to yourselves. Don't worry. All that other stuff will fall into place in the morning.
And
Fizz,
Yep.
let's go make pancakes.
all right, here we go.
Yeah. No, Thanak dipped with Rinser. He was up all night watching you guys fuck up. So it's bedtime time now.
I could see Thanak just walking up by the horse stable, seeing the hay, and just falling in it. Just passing out in it.
Still warm.
Is the front gate open?
Well, I mean, they open it to let you guys in, and then they close. I mean, at night they always close the gates. You know,
Okay,
the outer gates to
I'm
keep.
gonna see if they'll let me out. I'm gonna go for a walk.
Yeah, sure. The guards say that's fine.
Yep, I'm going for a walk.
You will never see him again.
Who
knows?
Hey, you
Cassie?
want to? I'm gonna let you try. Could you like stealth out of a perception?
I mean, I'm not hiding. I'm visibly leaving. I don't care if anyone sees that I left.
Okay, I look over and see Cassian leaving, and I know he needs alone time because I may be an idiot, but I'm not stupid. So I'm just like, Cassian, just know there's some fresh pancakes waiting for you, or if you want waffles, I completely get it, but I'll be here. Have a nice walk.
Oh, speaking of, Cassian, roll a D100 for me.
Oh, I rolled one for myself just a moment ago, but okay.
Well, that's good. Fine and dandy. I need you to roll one for me.
Yeah, I'll roll it just to you.
Psychic.
There you go, sir.
Okay. All right. Yeah, message incoming.
Message. Oh no.
A bear comes in.
Secrets.
This is our whispers, guys. Private DMs from Lung.
Mal and Fizz are just arguing over how to make pancakes at this point.
Yeah,
I'm
feel
saying
like Floor,
strawberries are great with pancakes. All right.
Blueberries.
Floor probably joined, like not contributing to the conversation, but is just like sitting in between while they're going.
All right. You know what?
Fizz.
You gotta sell this. Fleur, strawberries or blueberries?
Fizz.
I like grapes.
Oh my god, the untapped
Jeez.
potential of grapes.
Get eye on the camera.
I don't know whether to
like
be
grapes.
disgusted or interested.
Fizz sticks a cigarette in his mouth and is gonna chop some fine grapes and be like, "Wow, I've never thought about this before." Fleur, you're
Mal's
a
got some
goddamn
habaneros
genius.
and he's lacing some of them.
Fizz. As Cassian left, you notice he left his book on the ground. Yes, he left his spell book.
Oh, before that, I'm gonna go. Has Cassian already left?
Yeah, he gone.
Okay, so I'm like, oh shit. So I'm gonna scoop it up, and then just kind of like just put it inside, and then just not look at it. It's his book. It's his property. Its own privacy. I need consent first.
This is the most. I have to make an aside. No, this is the most intense background music for making pancakes I ever heard.
Oh yeah. I could change it. Let's go to.
This
You
is
don't
my
understand.
typical
This is the
breakfast
breakthrough
making.
innovation of grapes on pancakes. We need the battle music.
With hot sauce.
Ooh.
This does, to be fair, sound like the intro music to Chopped.
My name is Fizz Van Hall. Welcome to Iron Chef.
Mal versus Fizz, the great pancake cook-off.
Hot sauce with grapes on pancakes. Hmm.
Oh my god.
It could work. And Fizz is gonna start making like strawberry with pancakes, blueberry with pancakes, grape with pancakes, and hot sauce with pancakes, with like little bits of bacon to make it a savory kind of thing. He's basically making a continental breakfast for the prisoners who when they wake up and want a breakfast.
So they get
Wow.
It's not a
pancakes.
continental hotel breakfast.
Pancakes,
unless you've got
bacon,
eggs.
sausages, some scrambled eggs, orange
Wow.
juice that Fizz is gonna crush with his own hands. Just
Ooh.
There you go.
While Fizz is all busy and distracted making pancakes, and I'm assuming Mal is like helping or something.
Oh no.
She's just gonna like kind of like scratch her head and be like, "So, Fizz, couldn't help but
yeah.
overhear you talking when we were getting captured about you and Cassian being members of this cult. What's that about?"
So,
Oh, he's going to do this twice.
Fizz already has a cigarette in his mouth, but he's putting a second one in and lights it.
It's shaking.
So,
Mal grabs that cigarette.
Fizz feels like he's like out of depth because it's like usually Cassian deals with the like, oh, let me explain. Fizz has never been in the situation of like, I was,
Take your time.
So, I was out of work, and I really needed some money. So I posted some posters around the certain town saying that I was available as a chef. I was approached by a gentleman who was wearing a full-on cloak, and he said, we require your assistance. And of course, naturally, I said, sure. He put a bag over my head, and I found myself in this dark room with about 20 to 30 people inside, and I was told to make a continental breakfast, and they would pay me 5 silver every day. And then I met Cassian, so that was cool. I just make breakfast, lunch, and sometimes brunch, and that's about all I know.
That's so cool. Insight check.
Okay. Incredibly low DC. I'm just gonna let you know now.
Ooh, out of the 12.
Fizz is 100% honest about the whole like I was hired per se, but you can tell like he's actively not trying to talk about Cassian's deal, and it's just being like, well, here's my deal, and yeah, that's about it.
So, it's like we've known each other for like 48 hours.
Yeah, that's about roughly the same amount of time.
Maybe a little bit more. And I just, if we're about to go on some kind of like situation with each other, I just want to know, like, who I'm hanging out with. I don't have a perfect record either. I've been in jail too a few times. It happens.
For sure.
But
right.
when you're part of like the big evil cult, it's a little bit different. And I believe you. I can tell you're voiding. You're not very good at lying.
What?
I know, it's crazy. And I'm just a little bit worried. I think right now, like this is a good reason to be worried.
You know what? You're absolutely right. However, if you wish to know about Cassian's deal with the Cult of Dragons, it would be the best interest to ask him yourself, as it is
100% right. There's about a 90% chance of him just walking away from me when I do that. So
that is true.
You are the more approachable one of you two.
Yes, as I have sunk many ships with these loose lips, as per se, and
How do you sink ships with lips?
it.
Mal is
Honestly, I've-
just deviously smiling the entire time, like, my god, this is hilarious.
I honestly don't know. My father was the one who taught me that, and he's never elaborated. Okay, well, the point is, I respect your nervousness around the fact that we are associated with a big old bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
However, I am telling my own gods true, honest truth, that I was only a chef for them. We are no longer associated with them, and pretty sure if this was a long, elaborate plan to backstab you as we integrate into your party, I do hate that dragon, because it did smack me around.
He was a little quirky, that's for sure.
So I can't.
Yeah.
To repeat my main point, I'm more than happy to tell you about my connection with the Cult of Dragons. Again, only a chef, but if it's for Cassian, you have to understand. But I can vouch for him. He means no harm to this party. He just wants to not be associated with the Cult of Dragons
Cool.
ever again.
Cool. One more question. You
Yeah.
don't have to answer it.
Oh.
What is the deal with the wearer of purple? What's her deal?
Is she single? No. Do you know?
The who, the what now?
The lady that May, like she was the one that kind of like captured us. She was like kind of little buddy with CC.
That's a really good nickname. I should have thought of that. I said something completely different. The lady. Yes, the lady.
Yeah, I don't remember her. I just remember she wore purple. I don't know if she ever told us what her name was.
Cassian's hot mom.
That. Yeah, what's her deal?
Supposed mom. All right, we can't just go around trusting a stranger. If it'd be like I walked up to Cassie and said, "I'm your father."
Yeah, that's so
Can't just
cool.
go. You can't just go around
Fizz,
assuming.
read your DM.
That's so cool. Possible mom. I'm more curious about what's her deal. What's her position in the cult? What's her position in relationship status? Does she like half elves? Is she into women?
Wow.
I want to help, but understand that when it comes to information, I am the worst possible person to walk up to ask, because you ever reveal your entire evil plan to the continental breakfast guy?
I've definitely said some shit in front of a bartender before.
Yeah, but like the continental breakfast guy.
I've never been in a cult, so
Just imagine like a bartender, but like worse. like a bartender could like theoretically be real cool and suave. The continental breakfast dude is more like, don't look at me, you piece of garbage.
Think about if a bartender had an intern and that intern had a guinea pig. Would you get much information from the guinea pig?
Just just curious, because like
Yeah.
I checked her. I vibe checked her a little bit when we were there, and I feel like I could fix her.
Hey, you know what? Fully respect that. If you wish, but I'm gonna tell you now.
Dobby, by the way, starts pulling on Fleur's clothes.
Oh yeah, what's up?
You can't fix her.
You see, you say that, but
Dobby knows her. She's fucking crazy.
We all have our flaws, you know.
Now, I gotta finish making these pancakes. I got like 250 to go. I will now finish this conversation by saying, this is all that I know. Oh, that's completely out. Okay.
That's a really bad habit.
What habit?
What you're doing? You're slowly killing yourself.
Oh, the smoking. Yes.
Why
Why
is your mouth shaking?
I'm practicing my thaumaturgy, you know, gotta get those harmless earthquakes every once in a while.
I can understand maybe like 1 or 2, but the fact that you've smoked 4 in just this conversation, I'm worried about your well-being.
Dobby remembers you! You cooked for a cult! I remember you now!
Yes, that's right.
I remember. Yes, Dobby had to bring the meal to Purple Lady. You cooked for her too.
Yes, that's exactly right. I made the continental breakfast for everybody, Dobby.
No, I'm pretty sure you made special breakfast for her.
You know what? I consider every meal I make special. It's filled with love and my own.
Okay, well, Dobby wants pancakes now.
Yeah, no problem. You got strawberry, blueberry, sliced grapes, and hot sauce. Whatever you want. If you want something specific, I'll make it for you. Let's end this conversation, please.
I don't know. I'm kind of interested in what kind of meals did you make for her?
Please help me.
What?
I'm sorry, I'm enjoying this way too much. What was that?
Oh, goddamn you, Mal.
Well, no, he agrees too, don't you? Don't you, Mal? That lady was like hot as hell.
Oh yeah, she definitely was.
Yes, let's continue talking about the attractiveness of Cassian's supposed mother, please.
I mean,
I said it
the
directly
mother
to
part just like makes it even more.
Yes. I also think Cassian's supposed mother is extremely attractive. Let us discuss her many features.
I'm telling him you said that. I
Please
caught
don't.
that. What are you gonna do to stop me?
I don't know what you want me to do. This is just entertaining.
I'll make you breakfast.
You're already doing that.
I'm literally made half these pancakes. You're still on what, 3?
God damn you, Mal.
I've been cooking the entire time.
By the way, you look over.
By the way, half of them are burnt.
Every pancake you've made is gone. Dobby has ate them all.
Oh, Dobby.
Dobby.
You scandal. I gotta go back to making pancakes now. Oh, how I wish we could talk more, but these pancakes are not gonna make themselves, like Mal
You're really
mentioned.
bad at avoiding conversations.
I'm pancakes. And Fizz is just gonna fully focus on making more pancakes.
Fleur, if it makes you feel any better, he really probably doesn't know much.
No, I know. This is just Dobby already told me a lot about this, so I'm just trying to see what I can get out of him.
The best thing you're gonna get is a recipe, I'm sure.
Recipe for disaster.
That too. I saw it earlier today.
Nothing.
Oh, by the way, Fizz, we're even now. You saved my life once, I saved yours.
Great. Yes.
I
thank you
did
so much.
also save your life.
And I will return the favor somehow. but please let this conversation end. I will have a mental breakdown.
I think the best part is that when Rinser wake up, you have to do this conversation again.
Thank God I don't have to do this conversation again.
No, I'll let you for now.
Thank you.
I wonder
Fizz,
if
keep up.
Fizz notices you're wearing a fez.
That's out of character. Rinser is sleeping somewhere. I don't even know where. They found a bed, went to sleep.
Not only that, do you not recognize a sleeping Fez when you see one? This is only to indicate that I'm asleep.
Also, it's not just a Fez, it's
Pac-Man.
It's Grankel's 10
Oh,
Fez
Goldfish.
from Gravity Falls.
Oh, yeah. I remember now.
So after that,
So
Floor,
did you guys
we're gonna leave the
want to
kitchen.
continue RPing, or did you want to fast forward to when the long rest is over for Thanik and Rinser? Up to you guys.
I mean, yeah,
Check your
I'm
DMs real quick.
I'm curious about when Cassian comes back from his walk, but that's about it.
Cassian does not return that night.
I knew it.
Yeah, nothing.
Oh no, he
She's
went
not
to
working
meet
there.
her. Oh no, he went to meet her. I know it. I'm calling it now.
I got awoke babies. I'll be right back.
Oh god.
I mean, I assume what the answer is, but I can't hurt to ask.
Can me and Fizz have a roll off of performance or whatever to see who makes better pancakes?
How dare you?
Oh wow. Wow.
You're gonna do this to me?
I want to do this.
I feel like Fizz should get an advantage being a professional chef.
No, that's
Yeah.
it. I roll with advantage because I'm proficient in cooking
But-
utensils.
You know,
Oh,
that's,
alright.
that's fair. You roll with advantage, I'll roll with disadvantage because I'm not.
Yeah.
Because I have a higher modifier, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Isn't
I
it
have
just
to
a
see
straight
this.
roll, and then like for Fizz it'd be with proficiency, and then with Mal it wouldn't be because it's just cooking utensils?
All right. So
We'll see.
I could be wrong.
I'm gonna roll with advantage with performance.
So he was a one.
This is why I think how is making
You see,
food
Thanik,
part of
it's not. Oh,
charisma?
Thanik, he's not here. I was gonna tell him it's not just him with the dice. It's you guys too.
I just stressed Fizz out too much. He's not on his
Yeah, that's an
best
epic fail there,
game.
Fizz. I don't know what you
Fizz,
cooked, what you
What's
made.
your don't you add your proficiency bonus to that too? So it's not terrible, but it's not good either.
If you add 2, it's still like 7.
It's 6 in total. So Mal and I both fucked up.
Yeah, these are some shitty pancakes.
They just weren't cooked all the way. The middle's still runny.
You know what? It makes sense. All
The
my
hot
pancakes have
sauce.
cigarette ashes in them.
Mal's all has hot sauce in it.
Yeah, Mal's just everything's coated in hot sauce.
I mean, the smoky aftertaste with the strawberries should work. You know,
Mal
'cause-
tries some, he puts it away, he just goes start eating raw fruit.
Because, you know, the one thing pancakes are missing is a bit of grit and secondhand.
Secondhand smoke.
See, Mal, this is why you don't talk to me when I'm cooking. Especially with. I want a nap.
No worries, Fizz. I know you didn't have as much involved. Cassian, talk to me. I said that when Floor's gone, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Cassian's going through a lot, and the best I can do is support him.
And we did say sorry because I was talking to him too. So you guys said it was okay for it being the next morning now. Is Rinser and Thanik when he returns awake, or was it
Okay.
in the middle of the night?
before we say anything, you just asked me to roll a check. I rolled an at 20. Sorry, I freaked out. They won't see it because I rolled it to the DM, but it's an at 20.
It is.
Fake news.
Yeah, I'm chill with them. Like after this roleplay, moving on.
Inside
I
check,
assume like
Mario.
as soon as Flora's conversation was over, she walked out and probably like waited at the front gate and then just like waiting.
Waiting for
patiently.
Cassian?
Yeah.
I
mean, she
Cassie-
is going to be his new his second mother, so.
Cassian is going through a lot. The best I can do for him is to support him as a friend and, assist him in any endeavor he has. Of course, if he does proceed to try to kill us all for no apparent reason, I will not assist in that because that contradicts with my own personal beliefs that you're all my friends. As I do this, I take a stack of ashy pancakes and slowly just push it into my mouth. And one more thing I have in my belief is that, God, these are so wordy. I will eat my mistakes. This is not stress eating. I want to clarify. It's not stress eating. God, these were awful. How did I mess this up? I made them so well last time.
You smoked 4 cigarettes back to back, and all the ashes went in the dough. That is your own fault.
You should have called me out. You're right there with me.
That oven is cursed!
God.
Mal proceeds to take them and then just go throw them in the fire and start over.
Actually, that's way smarter. What am I doing?
And then, yeah, Mal's just cooking the rest of the night, trying to make some better pancakes.
Mal, Fizz is just gonna he's just gonna be like, I'm gonna leave pancakes alone for a bit. I'm just gonna toast these apples. Bit of cinnamon, a stick of butter. It's not very healthy, but once you're captured and you're a prisoner, calories don't mean shit. And he just makes some baked apples with cinnamon and butter and just,
You should
looks
be the
nice.
Bob.
Cassian returns at the break of dawn.
I made lots of apples with lots of butter. Diabetes coming back. Here we go. And that's
I
it.
assume like the second he returns, he just sees like a floor like crisscross applesauce on the floor. It's like
I take one step to my right and continue walking around her.
I grab his leg. Hey, buddy.
Yes.
At least you know who Mother is. Dobby has no clue who my parents are.
Oh god.
Hey, Dobby. I love it when you jump in. Chill for a second.
Okay.
I don't want to press.
Then don't.
I'm gonna press a little bit, but not completely. I'm just curious about who I'm dealing with. If we're gonna be allies, I want to make sure you're not gonna murder me.
Fair enough, and I'll give you my word that nothing I do will murder you.
Cool.
He threatened my life a few times, remember?
I also gave her my word that I would not murder Dobby, which was extremely hard with what he just said.
Would you, by chance, be willing to make a pinky promise about murdering none of the allies that you've currently made?
What's your definition of Alex? Does it go by mine or yours?
The people that we've been traveling with for the past 50 hours.
So the acquaintances and my one ally? Yeah, I promise you I won't hurt my acquaintances and my one ally.
Well, there's a reason I used allies and not friends.
No, they're your acquaintances. You're people I'm traveling alongside because it's safer for me that way.
I'm gonna tell you this now, Mal. The one thing Cassian hates is a pinky promise. He despises pinky promises.
Who despises pinky promises?
It's a level of intimacy that he just doesn't like, especially if it's with someone he
Little bit of backstory. Right before she murdered my family, she was like, "I pinky promise I won't do anything to them. They're all dead."
Like, it's like worse if you ask for a pinky promise. It's worse when he calls you as an associate. My God, if you're an associate and you ask for a pinky promise, you're basically begging for your pet to get killed.
Someone say pinkies?
Dobby pulls out his bag and he starts rifling through it. He's like, I have a few. He starts pulling out like fingers.
I have a few. Keep your finger bag to yourself, Dobby.
And he hates literal jokes. Like when you if someone references pinkies and when someone says pinky promise, he's like so livid.
I love it.
Wow, he seems like a very crude individual.
Fleur notices that Cassian is
chances.
still fucked up from the previous night. He has not rested.
Oh. Don't get me started when he's like cranky because he hasn't slept in a while.
Fucking is,
Floor's gonna stand up at this point, same height, and just be like,
and shorter. Come on, let's be real.
We're the same height.
You're right. I'm not wearing my heels right now, so.
And I am. So if anything, I'm taller. My parents are dead too. It happens to the best of us.
Cassian walks away.
I was not done talking to you, sir.
He's still walking away and tuning her out.
Now, the top 10 things you shouldn't do when you're dealing with someone with distress. 1, try not to immediately try to be like, I had similar experiences, because that immediately thinks that they're trying to one-up you. 2,
I am not attempting to one-up you. I was trying to have a heart-to-heart.
What the heck is going on?
2, explaining what you're trying to do.
Oh my God, Fizz, shut the hell up.
Okay,
that's my
yeah,
last one.
it's so funny, but you got to stop.
Dobby does yell out from the kitchen because he walked away. Where's all the pancakes?
Would you like a baked apple?
No one's murdered, and I'm worried about your history, and I think that's a reasonable feeling to have.
Only people
when you
who will get murdered.
Actively announced that you were in a cult.
I didn't actively announce shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, Fizz kind of did that for you, but.
Well, I wasn't part. I was born into a family, and I was raised to think a certain way, and that's how I thought. Did I know it was a cult? No. Do I know that they're doing things that they want to destroy do whatever with? Yes. Am I still with them? No. Is that all you need to know? Yes. Goodbye.
Push one more time. Do you still have those thoughts? Of destroying the world and...
Did I stay with them and then help them? Did I come back with you?
I can't read your mind, buddy.
Maybe you should learn.
People call Dobby sassy.
One second. This is a quick decision.
Oh no.
I'm gonna need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
4?
DC 13.
16.
Oh, he's good.
Okay, that's fair. If you want me to learn, I can. And I will. And then she lets him go.
I go
pretty
and I use Find Familiar to change my owl to a cat.
Stab the cat.
Yeah, you better hide your fucking mouse.
No, I made a joke. I was like, I'm gonna stab the cat, but...
No. I'm making it a cat so he can eat your fucking mouse.
If you
Oh,
eat
yeah,
my
they
mouse, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Oh, I
Make
Cassian's
no
not gonna
promise
eat it.
about it.
It would just be a random cat that just came by one day.
I know what your fucking familiar looks like. They're all the same color.
Nope, because this one's celestial instead of fiendish. Because I had a fiendish owl before, and now I have a celestial cat.
If anything that happens to anything that I love and care about, I'm just gonna assume it's you.
It's just assume it's Cassian.
Yeah.
Mending.
Also,
random,
Mendy.
random earthquake kills everyone.
Fleur,
Cassian, what did you do?
Mending.
Fleur, what's your passive perception, Fleur?
Ooh, I think it's fair. 15.
That entire conversation, Cassian was clutching his right shoulder with his left hand.
Okay. She'd heal you, but she's Maddie.
It's fine. Cassian goes, and he's just gonna find somewhere quiet to sit again until the party's up. Like, just in the main lobby, or whatever it's called in a keep.
Oh, you are quick. You already changed it to a cat.
Yeah, well, it's... I have it prepared today, so it's only like a...
Well, yeah, that just about is everything that Cassian hates and despises.
Does he like hot sauce?
Weirdly, yes.
Okay.
Made the pinky
Glug, glug,
promise.
glug, glug, glug.
He never made the pinky promise.
All right, well,
All right, so are we going to next? Are we going to next morning after the long rest?
I'm just gonna roll one more time for this new batch of pancakes.
Mel will roll too. See if we can
And that
salvage
one.
this.
All
'Cause
right,
the long,
don't
long
even
rest, it will be
joke.
about 10 a.m. by the time the long rests are over.
Okay, Mel got an 18 this time.
This is now a saving throw because it's just the same thing. 17
We
Ooh.
saved breakfast.
pancakes.
And yet somehow Mal's is still better.
I mean, I don't think Mal should edit proficiency to that because he's not proficient in cooking utensil.
Eh.
So it's technically 16.
Technically it's 13.
True.
Fizz doesn't he sees Mouse is like, you gotta teach me how to make like, cause you have no experience making pancakes.
Mal's just the sous chef. He's just helping prep. He's just helping prep.
Mal's a jack of all trades. I can add half of my proficiency to anything.
Man, it's like that's good. You know what?
I grew
You
up
might
on the
become a chef
streets
soon
making
enough.
pancakes.
All right, let's get all these pancakes outside, and Fizz is just gonna get like a giant tray of all the new pancakes that do not have cigarette ashes in them, and he's just gonna start walking out. Because these prisoners deserve a breakfast in bed. Because like, what time is it now?
That's why I was asking you guys.
I mean, can we skip to morning?
Yeah, me and Fizz are done.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
what I was
so
saying. As far as the long rest go, 8 hours it'd be 10 a.m. So it's 10 a.m. now.
Alright, so
Okay, so
long
10
rests
a.m.
are
and the
over.
roosters are waking up.
that is a weird sounding chicken. All right.
Is that a dragon?
a guard from the parapet does shoot an arrow and kill the rooster.
Dude! That's nature!
We gotta eat.
His twin brother.
Fuck nature.
Yeah,
I want,
it's just
the guard's like, I want chicken for lunch.
Don't listen to
I
them, Joe.
can do
I
that.
hope you piss your bed at night.
So Fizz is just gonna bring the giant tray of pancakes to where the prisoners and the monk are.
Mhm.
And he's gonna get like, he has little plates, and he's just gonna be like at the very end of the hall, of wherever these prisoners are sleeping. He just sets up
we'll just say
portal table.
Yeah, they just kept them on the first floor. That building at the north wall next to the horses. That's what they say.
Yeah.
It's just been like they just made a temporary shelter there, put cots, and that's where they've been tending to everyone because they weren't going to go up and down stairs and everything. So just kept them on the first floor.
So Fizz just takes out his portable fold-out table and sets up the pancakes and the little bits of bacon, bits of sausages, and he's gonna stand behind it just in case someone asks about certain allergies they have, some foods they can't eat, and he'll be able to point out which one is safe to eat. And he just sits down in his chair and opens a little book about he just opens another cookbook and be like, I should try making that sometime without cigarette ashes in the way. That'd be nice.
What's everyone else doing at this time?
Okay, so Rinser wakes up. Is there access to the weapons to replace the ones we lost, or do we need to wait for the
Well, I mean, the governor's going to come meet you guys.
Okay, so for
That's
now,
what Escobert said the night before.
Yeah, but Rinser he said it after Rinser left, they don't know. But okay, let's say that they don't have access, so they are looking for Fizz.
Okay.
So, I mean, I'm guessing they will find him eventually, so they can. Is he where the prisoners are?
He's where you see where his icon on the map is. No, the prisoners are on the top floor. They kept everyone in that building right here on the north wall on the first
No, not the
floor.
prisoner. The former prisoners. Well,
The people we saved, I think.
Yeah. The
yeah,
ones you
many
saved. Yeah, they're in that building where Fizz's icon is.
Survivors. Let's use that. Survivors.
survivors. Sorry. Okay, give me a second.
Yeah, that building right there in the north
I think
wall.
at this point, he's like feeding. He's like, all right. So if you are allergic to grapes, you avoid that pancake filled with grapes. But if there's blueberries, strawberries, it's bacon. That's the Mao special. It is destroyed with hot sauce, but it's an acquired taste. It'll be good. You want a little kick to your morning? Better than coffee, I heard.
You do see one of the clerics tending to Leosin. He seems to be awake, still weak, and she's like holding him up and giving him some water, and giving him some drink and stuff, and broken. So she took some of the food that she made and is breaking him up for him to try to hopefully see if he can eat something.
I'll let the professional do the jobs. Oh, hey, Renser, how you doing?
Yeah, we need to talk.
Right now, because I got.
Yeah, right now.
All right, if you just give me one moment, and Fizz is gonna write down little pieces of paper, like this has this. If you're allergic to all the pancakes, he also puts in front of the bacon, a warning includes pig bacon, and then he just puts it there and says, "All right, let's go." And he walks away with Renser.
Okay, so I have an issue with the map, but let's assume they're walking away to somewhere where people can hear them.
The well, then.
Sure. Okay, wait.
Before this gets started, where did you say Leosin is?
That the building right there on the north wall, next to the horses. That's where all the prisoners were brought to be healed up.
Got it. Cool.
Yeah,
I think Vanek, after his long rest, is going to make his way in there.
So, Fizz just kind of leans over the well and just kind of goes so, Penny, for your thoughts?
Yeah, care to explain yourself? Okay, I'll help you out. Okay. Yeah. So yesterday, I have raised issues of concerns about lack of trust. Right? You remember that part, yeah? And you remember that you decided to gaslight me and pretend that everything is fine and yes, all good. And then, I'm sorry, that was out of character. Rinser is not amused. And then later, it's appeared to slip up that you used to work for the cult. Did you thought maybe mentioning that? Just give him an intense look, not saying anything, waiting for him to say something.
I'm picturing one gigantic long ash at the end of that cigarette.
Goddamn. Burn myself. All right. You deserve an explanation. I did work for the Cult of Dragons, but only as a continental breakfast guy.
Oh yeah, I believe that you are too stupid to actually be effective, and I don't accuse you of being part of them because you clearly aren't. The fact that you are a prisoner is a proof of that. And unless you are really, 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 really good spy, you'll probably no longer work for them. Now, the issue is not that. The issue is that I can trust you, and I don't think any of the group can trust you. You realize that, right?
I'll start with, I would like to work with you, you know, and I understand where you're coming from. You don't trust me. You don't trust Cassian because we've, as you said, gaslighted you. And you are perfectly, understandably angry about that. I will start with that. I will follow it up with, just because you're angry and upset does not give you the right to insult me.
Fair enough.
If you're going to fight me, if you're going to fight with me, don't drag it to that level. We can be both mature adults about this.
Can I roll a perception check to see if I see Dobby?
Go, yes, roll a perception check.
Uh, 17.
Yes, in the middle of talking, you do notice little 2-foot tall Dobby just kind of sitting cross-legged on the ground, like 5 feet away from you guys, just listening to the conversation.
Okay, this is a private conversation, but actually you might be able to be helpful, so don't leave. They return to feast. Okay, you're right. I am angry, but it doesn't mean I am allowed to insult you. So I am sorry for that, and that only. So I will try to be more civil, but I am going to need answers because I realize that you're no longer working for them, but I need to understand why you joined them in the first place and how you left.
Dobby raises his hand.
Thank you. I joined them in the first place. Yes, Dobby?
I'm not eavesdropping because Fleur already had this conversation with him. I was just seeing if he said something different.
That is actually good. You can clarify. And actually, Dobby, did you met him when he was a member of the cult?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
He cooked the meals for everybody. He cooked a meal for Big Bad Lady too.
Oh, he did, really. That's very interesting. Thank you, Dobby. You're being very helpful right now. By the way, they say it without no smile and like in their face, just blank face.
Dobby opens up his bag and pulls out literally the entire tray of bacon that you made for everybody. He put in his bag. So he's just eating the bacon.
Dobby, I know you like that bacon, but could you just at least put half of that back? Because the prisoners would like some bacon.
Actually,
I'll make you some more later. I'll make you twice as much later if you put half of that back.
You can make more for them too.
He has a point. So please right. Answer the question, please.
All right. It's true. I made breakfast for everybody. I made brunch for everybody. I made lunch for everybody. I was told to make a very specific lunch for a specific person, and I did that. Dobby delivered the food, and that's it.
Okay, so couple of questions. How did you come to be involved with the cult in the first place?
I was out of money, and I was looking for a job, so I put a lot of posters around town asking people if they wanted a chef. I was approached by one of the members of the Cult of Dragons. They put a bag over my head, and I was brought into a building, which I was not allowed to leave for a good while, to make breakfast, brunch, and lunch for everybody. I left when Cassian told me to leave with him, and that's it.
Okay. Can you tell us anything you can tell us about the card that you picked up there when you work for them? Any information at all?
Dobby is curious too.
Dobby and his little notepad that he doesn't know how to spell because he can't read either, so it's just doodles.
He's doodling. And I will remind you, before you, I can see. Oh, that's okay.
Big ol' X.
So I will remind you that before you answer, I will remind you that we just talked about the importance of trust. So be honest.
And that's what I'm doing. Now, regarding information, you are correct. They wouldn't tell me anything because I'm the Continental Breakfast Guy. They're not going to give important information. You know, a guy with a big old knife and, you know, some paint on his face isn't just going to walk over to the guy with making breakfast and say, so here's what I'm thinking of doing of ending the world, you know? So the best I can tell you right now is that A, the lady likes sweet stuff more than savory. B, the blue dragon dude likes savory more than sweet. And 3,
Dragon, you mean?
The half dragon looking, the guy who beat up Than.
Right.
And 3rd, the reason why they got a good grasp of, you know, people is because they have an amazing dental insurance plan.
And that is all you can, and that's all the information you can give.
That is all the information I have.
Okay, what about Cassian?
If you want to know things about Cassian,
okay,
you
I'll
go ask
rephrase.
him.
I'll rephrase. How did you meet?
Cassian approached me, and he asked whether I believed in anything what the Cult or Dragons were doing. I replied, no, not really. I'm just the muffin guy. He then realized that I had nothing to do with the Cult with Dragons, and we both left in the dead of night, and I've been with Cassian since.
Okay, that story checks out. And I'm assuming you're not going to sell him out, so I will not get any information about him from you. And knowing him, I won't get any information about him either. But that's a problem.
If
for a different, that's okay. It's okay. Look, I believe you.
If you want information out of Cassian,
yeah, no, it's fine. I get it.
No, I'm gonna help you here.
Oh.
If you want information out of Cassian, there are certain steps to do. Number 1, do not ask for a pinky promise.
Okay. I'll stop you right there.
He opens up his bag again and starts pulling out fingers.
I'm not even gonna. Okay, listen. Stop.
This is a goblin finger?
Okay, enough, Dobby. Thank you. No.
Bugbear finger?
You actually got a bugbear finger? That's impressive.
I didn't kill it. My friend did.
You know what?
No, that's shocking with all your impressive battle prowess.
Hey, remember when I said
you're
about
lucky
not...
Dobby likes more, lean meat.
Yeah, no, I'm shaking in my boots right now.
Rinser.
Yeah.
Remember when I said about, try not to insult everything that moves?
I don't think I was being insulting, and quite frankly, it was being disgusting, so I don't think so you know what, you get it coming.
He just has fingers. What's disgusting about fingers?
Okay, I'm gonna leave now, and they just leave.
Let's move over to Thanik, who did walk into the barracks where the prisoners are being tended to. The ex-prisoners, the survivors, are being tended to.
Okay, just to point out that Rinser is also going to that area,
Sure.
So they will. Okay, just so you know.
Yeah. Whoever else wants to go in there too, go ahead, right on in.
Fizz is just going to follow, but he's just going to go back to the fold-out table and be like, all right, sorry about that. Now, so the bacon contains bacon.
God damn it.
Thanik, you do notice
over there.
Leosin is near the back. There's a nurse tending to him, kind of holding him up with some pillows behind his back, giving him some water, and she has to play with some bits of food to see if he can eat anything. He is awake. He's weak, but he's awake.
Gotcha. So I sort of just walk over to him and drop down on one knee. Say, I haven't seen much of you, but you look like you had a pretty hard time in there.
Horrible time. I will admit, it was of my own devices. I needed to learn more. I did promise your friends I would tell them whatever I did learn. But I do want to say thank you to you and your friends to begin with.
Oh, I don't think I did much in that endeavor, but glad I held on to that rope.
If it wasn't for your rope, we'd still be down there.
So you say it was on your own devices. Why would you
Yes.
inject yourself into a camp like that on purpose?
Well, I am a scholar, and I was trying to learn more about the cult as much as I could. I know sometimes it gets me in trouble, but I needed to know. Therefore, I went and followed them after they left Greenest, and I ended up getting captured because Resmir recognized me. But I did learn much while I was there as well.
Well, we can talk more about what you learned when you're with that group, but I do have to say, I do have to ask, I suppose, without the pressure of everyone around. What are your plans when you get back up and running, when you have your life breath about you?
Yes. Well, it'll take me a few days to recover, but once I do, I must make my way north to Elturiel to convey what I have learned to Onthar Froom, a paladin of Torm, who shares my concerns over the cult.
And this man is he's a leader of yours? He's someone you look up to?
He's a paladin. He's a good man, an honorable man, a paladin of Torm, and together we are both dismayed by what's been happening with this cult. Which also presses me to, unfortunately, have to ask you guys for more favors, if I may.
You've given me much to think about. I'll let you rest for now, and I'll stand up and depart and head back towards where I think everybody else is.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Thanik, do you want some pancakes?
Immediately walk over and grab like 3 of the hot sauce ones. Just chuck them right down. And
those are great.
Not a flinch, not a wince, nothing.
Weirdly, hot sellers. So you can thank Mal for that. He is unnaturally good at this.
So as soon as Rinser heard that Mal made that batch, they just take a different one.
All right, so there's the grape ones, the strawberries and blueberries. Blueberries was Fleur's suggestion. No, I'm wrong. The grapes were Fleur's suggestion. Blueberries was Mal's suggestion, and the strawberries are mine. We got some eggs over there, some bacon, which I have a hidden batch because I know Davi was going to steal some, and Fizz is going to go down and then brings up an empty plate. I'm gonna give Davi that one. He's pretty good. He's real good at what he does.
So Rinser take one grape pancake and one
Pancake.
Half of this campaign is going
and
to be
one
eating
of the blue
pancakes.
and one strawberry and one grape from the batch that Fizz made.
All right. Oh, here's your plate. Here's your fork, and when you're done with the plate, you just bring it
Can
down.
I roll to know which one tastes better?
Now I got this stuff that I just made. I'm gonna call it whipped cream, right? It's gonna be amazing with these things.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Are you sure? You just see like a bowl of this white, fluffy, magnificent stuff with a little spoon.
I don't even know. I don't want to know what it is or which part of
I
your
promise
body
you, there's
it
no
came
secret
from.
ashes in this one.
I don't know which part of your body it came from or what the hell it is.
Oh no! This is mostly cow.
I'll walk over and like dip a pinky finger into it. That is delightful.
You don't taste any ashes?
What? Why would it?
Not as far as I can tell.
Okay,
Ooh,
hold on.
better.
What do you mean it's a cow? How did you? What?
So when a cow is ready to get milked, right?
Oh, so it's cow milk. Just say it's cow milk. It's cow milk, right? Please say it's cow milk. Okay, I'm not touching that.
I'm pretty sure it was a lady cow.
Yeah, no, I'm not touching that.
Can we please transition to another scene?
Yeah. I was actually about to. Sorry, I had to block someone on Twitch. But there's you do hear a bell go off in the center of the courtyard, and Escobart is like, "Heroes of Greenest! Heroes of Greenest, where are ya? The governor needs to speak to y'all."
I think this is us. Apparently, this is the most ironic name I have ever heard to call us. But okay, apparently,
yours is pretty big.
It's pretty inaccurate.
Mal is strutting his shit right now.
Fizz is just gonna be like, okay, so bacon includes bacon, contains blah, da, da, da. All right, cool.
Fizz, can I have one bacon, please?
Oh yeah, yeah, you can have my personal batch. And he just takes out like some jerky.
All right, so they pick it up and eat it.
Yeah,
on the way.
And
so as you guys make your way out, you do see Escobart standing in the center with the governor, and there's a guard there as well with them, and the governor waves you all over.
Hi, Governor. Want some jerky?
I certainly, yes, please, thank you.
All right, I got pig, pork, and
pig and pork are the same thing.
Griffin.
You realize pig and pork are the same thing, right?
Oh, sorry, my bad. Beef, pork, and griffin.
Okay. Yes, pork is fine. Pork is fine.
All right, there you go.
Pork is fine.
Wait, you have
Thank
a
you very much.
griffin? I never tried the griffin.
And no one will.
But
Anyways,
thank the gods, you have all returned. Did you bring any of the information that I asked? Do we know where they are, where they're going, how many there are? Any information you can give us?
We brought someone who has information. We did not have the time to question him because apparently he needed to recover, and that was more important.
Yeah, recovery is usually pretty important.
I do remember, I think Rinser and someone else did get a pretty accurate count of how many there were, if that's information you wanted to give them.
Oh, right. So some information I can give you from what I saw in the camp. So they have around I'm sorry, okay, I'll just check.
It was about 120.
Right, so about over 100 people. Also, the only thing I can say, there was someone named Faerun there, which seemed to be the leader of
Faerun Mandath?
Yeah, something.
Oh,
I think it was Faerun, but I don't know. Maybe I didn't hear it well, but yeah. So that's. Do you know her?
Oh yes, she is one of the wearers of the purple. She is one of the leaders of this cult.
Wait, does she always wear purple? She never changed to anything.
I think purple works for her.
It's quite stylish.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, okay, we get it. You want to fuck her? Yeah, we get it. Anyway.
You don't know shit, Rinser. Get out of here.
He's like, this is valuable information indeed.
Yeah, and also
that Flora wants to fuck the lady?
I never. You were not a part of me and Fizz's.
You know what? I do apologize.
You don't
Sorry.
know shit, Rinser.
Sorry. I apologize.
I never said I wanted to fuck her.
I mean, I want to say that Rinser based it on the way what she said to Cassian on the way back to the camp. Just so
No,
we are
I
clear.
went.
Escobart's like,
nothing. Thumbs up.
Fine, whatever.
Can we
Anyway.
get down to business? And I don't think the governor cares to hear who wants to lay with whom.
Oh,
Yeah.
I do have information. So on top of the hundreds of men and possibly women they have under their command, they are also in cahoots with a big old blue dragon.
The one that was flying over our town?
Yeah.
I didn't see him in the camp. Did you actually?
No, we stopped.
I was able to get a very, very, very close look.
How did you manage from the cell to get a look of the dragon?
He got slapped by the dragon.
I got slapped by the dragon.
What did you do? Talk to him?
I yelled at him because he was being rude.
Of course you did.
To be fair.
Anyways, it more or less, from my understanding, while the dragon is working with the cult of dragons, Flurry can kind of back me up on this. It generally seems uninterested of the ultimate goals of the cult itself.
Goals we don't know very little about, but I did hear that the monk that you rescued apparently knows more. Perhaps we can find more from him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's recovering right now.
I do want to thank you. Definitely thank you for everything you have done for us. And he calls over to a guard, and you see a guard. He's dragging over a large chest. And they open up the chest, and there's a bunch of weapons and stuff in there. And he says, "These are yours. Please take what you need." If you guys look over at the handout section in Astral, there is a sheet in there that says Greenest chest items, and it shows you what is in there.
Wait, where?
In Astral, the map, in the menu, there's an item that says handouts and documents.
Yep.
I don't see it.
I am looking for it.
If it doesn't show up right away, refresh it.
Okay, I'm gonna
I'll
do that now.
refresh.
Oh my god.
Just all of the notifications.
Give me a second. Give me a hot second.
Oh, there we go.
Where do we go?
On the menu, there's a thing that says handouts and documents. If you click on your little icon in the bottom, your character icon in the bottom corner, there's a thing that says view handouts.
Oh, okay.
Alright, well,
Yep.
Greenest chest items.
Cool. There we go.
So the
It's
items
loaded.
at the top half of the list, there's one of each of those, and each of you can take one of those items. At the bottom, there's 3 crossbows, 2 quivers of bolts, 2 quivers of arrows. You know that anyone can take any of those. At the top list, each person can take one of those items.
I don't think any of you care for a quarterstaff, so I'm immediately taking that.
Fizz
I
just
will
kind of
take
stalls
the
back
big
and lets
stick.
everyone just take their
I
piece,
will
and he's just
take
gonna wait
the big
patiently.
stick.
I was gonna grab the rapier.
Okay, view and.
So is that a +1 rapier, or there's only 1 rapier?
No, those are all they're all +1. So when you add them to your inventory,
Oh, +1.
yeah, it's a +1.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm grabbing the rapier.
Oh, nice.
In the meantime, while everyone's doing that, I'm just gonna walk over to Cassian and be like, trying to be like, "Hey, Cassian, you dropped this," and he's gonna hand him his magic book.
Is
He
there
kinda
no? Sorry. Is there no short bows in the chest?
No,
There's 3 crossbows, 2 quivers of bolts, and 2 quivers of arrows.
Wait, are the arrows also taken when Rinse was captured? Did they also take the arrows?
They didn't take. Yeah, they took anything that was a weapon. So they took any melee weapons and bows, crossbows, quivers, arrows, and bolts. Those things.
Okay, so I guess I'll take the dagger because that's the only thing that Rinse are gonna use here, and the quiver. The quiver is 20 arrows, right?
Yeah, arrows I believe it's 20, and crossbow bolts I believe is 10. Correct me if I'm
Okay, so they
wrong.
take the quiver even though they can't use They take the quiver and the dagger. They can't use the arrows right now, but they will take them anyway for later.
Once everyone's done, Fizz is just gonna walk over and pick up the +1 mace, and he's gonna take out some string and some leather straps to make a new strap on for the new mace, and just all right. After handing the magic book back to Cassian and being like, "Hey, here's your book back," and
Cassian takes it,
and I hope you had. Can I just talk to you for real quick?
Yep. Yeah.
Before you guys walk away, the governor says, "Hold on, wait one moment. Can't forget this." He pulls in his pouch and he does pull out he pulls out a bunch of small pouches and he throws it to each of you, and it's your 250 gold reward for the information. So each of you get 250 gold. Yes, each.
Oh, we each get 250.
All right.
So Fizz, I'm taking yours, right? That's the agreement we have now.
Fizz kind of reaches out, grabs 2 pouches, one for Cassian, one for myself, and I just hand both of them to Cassian.
And he does reach out and he goes, "By the way, before you leave, things are returning back to normal and shops are opening. You may find other things you may need on your journey. There's a shop just west of the keep called Basil, Barley, and Beyond. And there's also the Greenery Arms shop next door too as well."
Do you have enough money left to rebuild? Because you're gonna need.
It would have been better if you guys brought back some of the loot, but we'll make do.
Okay,
Fizz turns around and sees this act of kindness that Rinsers do is having a thought of oh, we should and Fizz is just gonna one tear comes out of his eye and be like,
okay, Rinser tuning him out. Okay, you can keep 100 gold of what you gave me. So yeah, Rinser only takes 150 golds.
And I think just for housekeeping, I will take the great axe. It hurts me to put my shield back in my backpack, but by golly, I'll do it.
Cassian will take nothing.
I mean, there will be opportunities to get general items. These were just the +1s, but yeah.
This is
no
the
level 3
most-
spells. That's all.
This is the most money Flora has ever had in her entire life.
This is the least amount of money Cassian's ever had.
It's just
so after giving the money, Fizz is
Sorry. Yeah, I'm trying to keep down.
I'm gonna let you guys RP for a bit. I gotta go to bed.
Yeah, I know.
Right back.
So, Cassian.
Yep.
You're going through a lot, and I won't leave you alone with that. I just want to ask, after you're completed the process of taking in the information from yesterday, I do have more to tell you.
More to tell me?
Tell you, yeah. And you know what? I'm just saying. I will tell you once you're just mentally in a better place, because I don't want to pile more stuff on you right now. And I will respect your process. And if you're ready for some news regarding the Call of Dragons, you can talk to me anytime. Have a little quiet moment to yourselves. Cool?
Sure.
All right. And Cassian is just gonna give Cassian a firm handshake. He's like, "You're doing great."
Yes, because Cassian gives Cassian a firm handshake.
Yeah,
wait,
Fizz
question.
gives Cassian a firm handshake and he's just like, "You're doing great."
Did the conversation, he did it in front of the rest or
No, he did it like a good distance from everybody.
Okay.
And he's gonna turn around and he's gonna go straight to Rinser and be like, what I was talking about with Cassian is a very personal matter. It's not some evil cult shit. I can promise you that.
Okay. I don't know if I believe you.
Here's the thing,
okay.
all right? I haven't told Cassian what I was going to tell him. So after I'm done with telling Cassian, I'll ask him if it's okay to tell the others. And if he says yes, I'll tell the rest of you. But right now, Cassian's dealing with some shit, so I'm not telling him yet.
I think we're all dealing with some shit, but okay.
Yeah, all right? So we're dealing with a lot of things right now.
Yeah, I'm
So we'll
just
do that
saying
first.
is the fact that he's dealing with some shit doesn't make him special, because we all do, and it's been a rough couple of days for all of us. So you
I'm
can't
not
expect me to give anyone here a special treatment.
I'm not saying that you're not going through some shit right now. I'm just pointing it out that he's going through some shit. So that's it. I'm not denying you of whatever suffering you're going through. I'm just, you said you wanted more trust. This is my olive tree.
All right, I accept that. Thank you.
All right. And Fizz is just going to stand by and wait for the next thing to do.
I have to say, out of character, this went really better than I was expecting.
So I think we all need to decide what it is that we do now.
I think. Sorry.
I was just going to say I don't think there's anything left here in Greenest unless we plan on going.
There is
back.
one thing we still need to talk with Lion Cell or whatever his name is, because he has information that we could use.
And on top of that, it was either the dwarf or the governor who said that. No, it was Leosin who said that we need more. He asked us a favor.
Yeah, and basically what I was gonna say to everybody was I went and spoke to him after he had woken up, and it does seem that he has some requests for us of some kind.
Sure.
Based on his state, I don't believe he's going to be up and around for a few days. So if we have nothing to do for possibly 2 or 3 days, we may as well make ourselves comfortable.
Just so we are clear, and Rinser saying this to the whole group. So basically, we have decided that we are going after this cult. This is what is going on right now.
I don't think I've seen any indication of the contrary at this point. We've all seen more than what any of us expected to when we first came into Greenest, and it seems to be for better or worse. There's a certain amount that's tying us to this particular issue that could very well be plaguing the world sooner rather than later.
Oh, well, might as well. I guess 25 years is a long time enough to be alive. Because we are going to be dead, in case it wasn't clear. But sure, I don't really have anything better to do. I was actually contemplating to leave all of you, but I guess Fizz managed to reassure me that maybe there is some hope. Not a lot, but maybe.
I believe there's hope until there's clear indication that there is no more, and I've not seen that quite yet. Even after the events of last night.
For you, Rinser.
Yes.
Have you ever, in your entire life, said anything positive ever?
Yes, when I have a reason to, but if you can find anything positive in getting into a fight with the cult, with the group that have two former members of it, let's see, one competent warrior, they pointing at Sanak, one gnome that clearly doesn't seem to care. I don't even know what his deal on Mal, and yeah, I think we proved in the last 2 days that a group is clearly dysfunctional, and I don't know how we managed to be alive so far. So if you think...
Panic and me saved you. We threw the rope down. That seemed pretty... What's the word you used?
Okay, so everyone aside from...
Competitive?
Yes, so we have one competent member of the group, and it's Sanak, even me, because I can't take any high ground here because I was also captured. I managed to escape luckily, but I was also captured, so none of us really proven to be competent.
We watched you get captured. It was kind of funny.
Thank you. I can see how it can be funny from the outside. Anyway, as I said, if you can find anything positive about the entire scenario, please let me know, because I sure as hell can't think of anything.
I mean, we got out pretty successfully the second time, but we got out pretty successfully. We're still alive. We got the monk. We did our job. We did the quest. We got the monk and we got information. We did that.
I can also think of many people that I've worked with that have been considered competent that would not have made it out of that camp alive. So even if it looked a bit like a children's book of mishaps and adventures on our way out, we still made it out.
Yeah, I have read books.
Organized chaos.
Organized chaos. Okay, so sure. We are going to die, but I'm in for the ride, so whatever.
Well, Rinser, if it's glorious, we'll write songs of you.
Just because you, Rinser, have so much self-doubt and
no, I don't have self-doubt.
Doesn't mean we do too.
Oh no, I don't have self-doubt. I have doubt in all of you.
I mean, you're the one saying that you're incompetent and that we're all gonna die.
I give it as an example. I was still the one who freed you, if you remember.
No, I definitely already had most of the people out by the time you came by.
Sure, why not?
Well, if there is one thing to our advantage that many other groups would not have going into this particular quest, I suppose, for lack of a better phrase, is that we do have two that do, at least one of them, as far as we know, has a solid inside line on this cult. It's better to question their allegiance until proven than it is to go in blind. And I'll sort of look at Fizz and Cassian and say, I don't see any reason at this stage to be terribly worried about you, but I do hope that you use your knowledge usefully. We're going to need it.
I mean, I think Cassian definitely has knowledge that he doesn't share.
Yeah, don't
definitely.
you? I have knowledge that I don't share, but I guarantee you all have knowledge that you don't share as well.
I mean,
I'm
you've
an open
never
book.
asked.
Most people
I meant about the
think-
cult. You know, a helpful knowledge.
Yeah,
I
you're
can
right, and
definitely
I have
share with
questions
you
about all of your backgrounds. It just happens to be that my background is special to all of you, and anything
I am
need
more
to
than happy to answer
reveal,
everything. I
will
have
reveal in
absolutely
time.
nothing to hide. How about we all share?
More importantly, information overload is also something we want to avoid. There are just things we probably don't need to know right now.
After we kill the cult, we'll sit down, have a drink, talk about our life stories. I need to buy
a drink before that.
I need to buy a violin. And Mal's going to find a violin.
Just to be fair, Cass, you've never asked, so you would never.
You guys also have never asked up until this point.
Okay, so we're asking now.
We've been busy.
Definitely questions.
We've been busy.
And I
It's
asked
been a
yesterday.
busy couple of days.
I definitely asked yesterday, and you're being evasive. So,
No,
yeah.
you didn't ask me about my background. You asked me what happened with the prisoner, and he killed himself, is what happened with the prisoner.
You are lying, but okay, I don't give a shit anymore. about
Before
it.
we get back into this dick measuring contest, I suppose we should probably take.
I don't have that.
We should
I don't have
probably
one of
take
those.
we should probably look back into getting into town. If this town is open to us for the very first time, there has to be something else useful here while we wait for Leosin to gather his strength.
That is a good point. I will. We probably. Yeah, I definitely have
I
thing
want a
I
big
need.
rock.
At this point, Fizz is just gonna let go of his mace and let it hit the ground, and he's just gonna clap his hands, and the holy symbol on his necklace is gonna shine a little bit, and he'll say, "Your destiny is what you make out of it. It's the choices that you make. And while it is true that with every choice there's consequences, with every action there is an opportunity to help somebody. This is the belief I follow throughout my entire life."
You read that in a fortune cookie one day?
What are fortune
while-
cookies?
I'm not sure.
And while
Yeah, the
I
fortune cookies in D&D. I don't really know.
find some actions less favorable, and I have, as you've all seen, been prone to make very stupid actions, I am forever grateful that the 7 of us are together whether we trust each other or not. And I only ask that, well, I promise, every single one of you here, I
While
will
he's
have
talking,
your back.
Rinser just leave.
I will have all of your backs.
I'll go and clap a hand on Fizz's shoulder, as will I. And I think the rest will grow to this as well.
I will have your metaphorical back because I'm not that tall.
I greatly appreciate that.
So
Now,
Rinser,
let's go
left to do
shopping.
shopping. Yeah, so Rinser already left to do shopping while he was still talking. So just point out.
No one stopped you.
Yeah.
No one. And we'll all go shopping.
This is
So yeah, what do we know? What sorts of do we know what's basically back end business just yet? Or I know I know
the
the mayor
governor
mentioned a
told
couple
you
places.
there's a general store that has a lot of variety of items called Basil, Barley, and Beyond. And next door to it, there's the Greenest, Greenery Arms Armory. And those just west of the keep. They're both right next to each other. They're well signed and everything as well.
Okay, so I guess general store first.
Yeah, Mal's going to the general store.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll head to the general.
Yeah, we can stop there.
Okay.
That sounds good.
This is going to be fun.
General store.
Shall we take a fast 10 before we get into anything more?
I must pee,
crazy?
yes.
Oh yeah, that's a good
yeah. If
idea.
you guys want to take the pee break now, feel free. And
Yeah,
we can
actually,
take
I
an
could eat
intermission.
something.
Yeah, sure. All right, we'll be taking intermission, and we'll be back in a few minutes.
Stage manager.
Fizz, you want to accept my friend request on Discord real quick?
Yeah. Yep.
Cool.
And we're back. And I opened up the new map of Greenest and put you guys there. Got a little ring there. Those two buildings. That's Basil, Barley, and Beyond. And Greenery Arms.
Oh, I zoomed out looking for it, not realizing that you put us directly in front of it like a kind person. Just not my day.
So I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry. What are the shops again?
Basil, Barley, and Beyond, which is a general store which has most things you can think of, and Greenery Arms Armory is an armory. So there, it's going to have,
I'm going to pop into the armory to get a. I was like, as much as I'm happy about this mace, I need a shield. And he's like, so who wants to go get some weapons first? Anyone?
Wait, the armory also have weapons?
Well, you got the +1 weapons, but there was other stuff.
I don't know about weapons, but I'll go for fun anything.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you go in, you see a woman behind the counter. She's like, "Oh, welcome, come on in." And she just puts out a sheet for you guys. You can check your documents. Under it says it's called Green Arms. That's the armory list of items that are currently for sale.
Ooh, Green
So
Arms.
I'll walk over to Fizz first before anybody starts getting any ideas, and I'd rather see this in use. And I'll sort of shrug my shield off of my back. After finding that particular weapon in Greenest, I don't have much use for this at the moment.
Oh.
And as I see you continue giving your money away to other people and yet also wanting to buy things, this seems like a appropriate home.
Yeah. And the second line, it says all starting weapons. That's basically starting equipment. Anything that's considered starting equipment for weapons. Like regular dagger or bow, all whatever starting weapon equipment that's considered starting equipment. That's what those are.
Okay, so Rinser goes to the shopkeeper. I need a bow or a short bow, preferably one that fit my size.
Oh, certainly. She looks in it behind her, and she pulls out a few. She finds one that looks at you. Looks at this one. This one should work for you. And that falls under the starting weapon, so it's 20 gold for the bow. This one's good for you.
Okay, so thank you.
Fizz is gonna go like, all right, let's see what we got, and looks at the prices, and he's gonna just do. He's never lied in his life before. Well, he's never like fully lied for his own, but he's like fooling himself now, and he's like going to do the thing where you can't afford something, but you don't want to look like a jerk. Could you tell me about what's this I see about a spiked armor?
Oh, spiked armor. Yes. It does give you a little bit more protection than like you currently. I believe it looks like you're wearing leather. Am I correct? Is that it looks like what you have?
Oh, this leather, and Fizz is just gonna lift his leather, his clothing, and show like he's got scale armor on.
Oh, so you have scale. Oh, yes. Well, spiked armor does give you a protection level. I like using numbers. I don't know if it helps you. But it gives you like
I totally get it. Yeah.
I like to say it protects you to 14. Is what it does for you for that one. And it is a medium weight armor. So it's not super heavy, but it's not super light either as well. But it is kind of a rare type of armor made by dwarves. And it consists of a leather coat and leggings covered with spikes made of metal.
Oh, so like theoretically, if like someone hit me, would they also hurt themselves with these spikes, or is it just like for flair and like intimidation?
I believe it's more about protecting yourself.
Gotcha. Right.
Protecting it's not an offensive piece of armor; it's a defensive piece of armor.
Gotcha.
Excuse me.
But I think it would look. She pulls it out, by the way, and she like holds it up next to you. It goes amazing with your skin tone. I think this is just a great piece to complement. What do you do for a living? Your hands. I don't see a lot of hard labor. Your nails look very manicured and.
Oh, you know what? Thank you so much.
Not very calloused.
I'm a chef and cleric for hire. We did get my part. Yeah, Yeah.
Well, this spiked armor cleans very well. It's stain resistant, so you don't have to worry about oil splatters or anything like that. It's.
You could call it stainless steel.
God damn it.
This does indeed look like an armor that would be less of stain.
I have a question about the spiked armor. If he give you his old armor, can you give him a discount?
Unfortunately, we do not recycle. The best I could do is maybe I could throw in 5 gold if you want to. Maybe I can see if the leather, depending on what you have, if the leather workers or the blacksmiths could use it for anything.
Fizz is gonna cover his mouth and be like, "Oh man, that's fascinating," and he's gonna do like a little hand and throw it behind his back, and he's gonna aim for Fleur. And using my thaumaturgy, Fleur just hears, "Hey, real quick, it's just Fizz. I don't really need this. I'm just asking. I'm just trying to be polite." What about this? You got what is this thing that says plate? It says 500 gold for plate.
Oh yes, that is plate armor. It is a very, very heavy kind of armor, usually worn by knights. It's shaped of interlocking metal plates that cover your entire body. A suit of plate includes gauntlets, heavy leather boots, visor, helmet, thick layers of padding underneath. It will slow you down. I will say that. If speed and dexterity and movement is important to you, this may not be. And if you want to get in places and not be heard, this may not be for you. But if you're getting attacked by some strong opponents, it will definitely protect you. To that number system, I like 18.
18, fascinating. Oh, my friends have questions. I'll go in the back and just peruse and see what else I can find. And
certainly, we're not in class, children. You don't have to raise your hands. That's fine.
Yes. Now, excuse me. I need
just do that every
talk to my
time
Congress, and he's just gonna leave the store and then just wait outside and be like, "I can never go back in there again."
Just like this, everything's great here. Do you have anything that isn't metal?
Well, we have leather armor.
Do you have anything that's like leather but like cooler?
Well, we do have studded leather.
Okay.
That might work for you. It is light armor. It's tough but flexible leather. And there is some metal. There is some rivets. If you
I just can't. Yeah, I just can't do like the full metal. It doesn't work. It doesn't match my vibe or my skin.
Sure. Well, she pulls out another one. She's like, "Well, this was a special order for someone else. The regular studded leather is 45. This one is 60 because, like you, they had a metal allergy, so they didn't really want a lot of metal. So we did use bone in place of the metal, and it still offers the same kind of protection."
I don't want to take someone else's order. That seems a little.
Well, they are late. They were supposed to pick it up about 4 or 5 days ago, and they haven't come in yet.
They could be dead.
I thought about that. Yes.
Yeah, you know what? Respect the dead. I'll take it.
Okay, yeah, 60 gold. If you want it, definitely 60 gold. You can have a study.
Sure. What about if there's a heroes discount? Maybe I'll do 55.
Do persuasion.
Can I? As I was leaving, I would just say, I kind of did a good little thump on Fleur's arm as I left, and kind of I can't handle this, but guidance.
Oh, I'll take it.
Guidance from outside? I thought you went outside.
Guidance as I left and go thunk. You got this, and then just sitting down going, scary lady.
Yeah, cool. So that turns my 8 into an 11.
Just makes it. You know what? I have heard of you. You guys did a lot for our town. So yes, I'll take 55.
Thank you. You are so kind. I love your hair, by the way. You're doing great.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, can you describe the hair?
Yeah. It's very long, past shoulder length. I would say mid back, auburn hair. That's not completely straight. Has a little bit of wave to it. You can smell a sense of lavender from her hair as well.
I
And looks
agree. It
very
is nice hair.
conditioned.
It is a nice hair. I agree.
Has a shine to it, almost, if you will.
Like a Pantene commercial.
I think he put a lot of work to that.
Is it just normal studded leather?
Yeah, it's normal. I mean, the whole bone thing was just RP versions for Fleur to like it. But yeah, it's still normal studded leather as far as stats go for your inventory.
Yeah, but it looks cool. That's what's important.
Mal's gonna walk up at this point. Yes, excuse me, miss. The one with the metal, I am fine with that. But I heard you're giving discounts for the heroes.
I mean, it depends on what you're looking to buy. I can't discount everything.
Oh, of course, I completely respect that. I would like, do you have daggers as well? Because I'll take 2 daggers and some studded leather.
Yes, that falls under the starting weapons category. If you want regular standard daggers, we have some new ones right here. 20 gold each for the daggers.
So for the Heroes of Greenest, that's what, half off? 10 each plus the studded?
Since you're buying 2, we'll say 35 for both. How about that?
35 for both, and then what can you do for me on the studded leather?
The studded leather, again, if you do the regular one, it is 45. I said 35 for that.
Oh yeah, I'll do the regular. I don't need anything fancy.
So do I get a discount for my boss?
80.
Well,
That's 80. Well, you already purchased it and you didn't ask for it, so.
no, they're asking. Rinser is still in the store, so they're asking now.
So you're asking for a partial refund now? Is what you're asking for, Rinser?
Yeah, basically, Rinser is asking the shopkeeper for a refund.
And she's like, okay, what? Excuse me, please. I'm dealing with your friend here right now. Can you please not interrupt?
That is a very, very, very strong word.
As far as the additional discount with the studded leather, roll a persuasion check, Mel.
Oh yes, I'm into this. Natural 1, but now here's a technical question for you. Because at level 3 I got Silver Tongue, so anything below a 9 counts as a 10.
As a 10.
Yeah.
That means.
So that's a 7.
17.
Oh, 17. Gotcha. So it's a 10.
It would be a 17.
Gotcha.
Bards of Eloquence.
Gotcha. Okay.
I don't fail anymore.
Yeah. So she's like, all right. Kind of scratching her head. She pulls out an abacus. She starts going through it. So the retail on the 2 daggers and the studded leather would have been 85 gold. Took about 5 from there. 75 gold for everything. 2 daggers and studded leathers. How's that?
You know what? That's lovely. I'll take it.
Okay. So take 75
Also,
gold out.
you can have this for free, and I'll give her my old leather armor, and I don't expect anything for it.
Thank you. And she kind of like, thank you. And she kind of smells it and just like.
It smells like shit because he was.
She has like 2 fingers and she like kind of just like drops it behind her.
I'll take that if you don't want his stinky.
Sure, if you don't mind, come picking it up.
Yeah, and
I
I'll
don't
just
want to touch it again. Thank you.
Yeah.
In the meantime,
so about my discount. Sorry, Pete.
Yeah. You're a rude little one, aren't you?
I get that a lot. So the discount, yes, no, maybe.
persuasion.
No.
Disadvantage. Oh, not even in the roll. All right.
No. Because
Okay.
you see, they asked. You're kind of just acting like it's a given, and no.
Okay. They leave.
Fizz, while she's being distracted by the rudeness of Rince, is going to sneak past the door and try to go into the other store.
Yeah, the general goods store.
I mean, I'm guessing all of us.
And I'm looking for a violin.
Just because I don't know, who are you trying to sneak? Who are you trying to not realize that you're going into the other store?
The lady in the armory.
Oh, yeah, she's inside. She's not looking at you, but yeah.
All right, I'm going to go into the other store and I'm going to be looking for a violin.
Yeah, no,
Sure.
I think at this stage
so-
we probably all will. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm.
Yeah,
I'm
no, Rinser
definitely
also
up for it.
needs to buy stuff there. So.
We all go
So
to general
there's
now.
also if you go into the basil, barley, and beyond, there's also in the handouts a list there that says basil, barley, and beyond. That shows you the items there. You see there's a dwarven male behind the counter. They're like, hey, welcome guys, come on in. How can I help you today? Welcome to
Fizz
basil,
is
barley, and
the
beyond.
Fizz is the first to go, and he's looking down, and he sees things that he can actually purchase, and he's just quietly to himself, "Oh, thank Christ." Okay. What's the staff of flowers?
Oh, the staff of flowers. It's kind of a fun item, if you will. It's more about enjoying yourself rather than fighting. It's a normal staff. It has 10 charges on it, and while you're holding it, you can use an action to expend a charge, and it'll cause a flower to sprout from a patch of earth or soil within 5 feet of you, or from the staff itself. Unless you choose a specific kind of flower, the staff creates kind of mild-scented daisy. The flower is harmless, not magical, and it grows or withers as a normal flower would.
That is incredibly wholesome. I'll take it.
Certainly,
Floor
certainly. He
just
pulls it out for
looks
you. It's very polished.
This and I can just do that without the staff.
Well, here's the thing. And Fizz takes out his own staff, which is this long branch that looks it looks burnt, but you see that in the cracks of the staff, there's a little bits of blue lightning that kind of like slither right through it. It's like, this is my staff, and it does nothing. It'd be nice
cool
to have a staff that could do something.
The shopkeeper, by the way, is still standing there holding the staff of flowers, looking at you.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Fizz is just gonna go and take out his pouch, and he's like,
From his
1, 2,
his
3, 4,
fizz bra.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 25 gold. There you go. And he just
Thank
slides
you very
25
much.
gold, and he's gonna take it.
Yeah, and that's an inventory item. You can find it. Staff of flowers. You can add it to your equipment.
Yep. I'm just gonna remove 25 from my. There we go. And manage inventory. Add
After
items.
Mal gets all suited up, he would head over to the general store looking for a violin, which I see they have exactly.
I did.
No musical instruments, but a violin sitting.
I
in the
didn't just
corner.
make this, mind you. I had this prepared yesterday. So it was like, he wants a violin. Yes.
So yeah, Mal's go walk up to her. Ah, good sir. What? I see you have a violin on the list. Where is it?
Ah, yes. I only have one left. And he goes under the counter and he pulls it up. It's not a brand new one. It looks like it's used, but it looked like it was taken care of with great care. So you do see like the wear marks where the user used it, but it's in pristine condition. The strings are all in great condition, and the wood is polished and stuff like that. So the only marks of use just look like the wear marks by the chin and where it's held on the arm. Of it as well. You can see the wear marks of a loving hand that the previous owner. He's like, this was taken good care of by an elderly gentleman in Greenest who passed a few years ago, and his family sold it to me to resell. So it's 50 gold if you'd like this violin.
50 gold. You know what? I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm buying this violin before I leave. But I also noticed you got some potions of greater healing.
Yes, we have actually both.
I present an opportunity for you as the heroes at Greenest. I would like to buy both, but can you do anything to help some heroes?
Persuasion.
My DCs are going to be so high on this now, I can tell already.
Uh-huh. Well, no, not necessarily.
That's a 19.
All right, so he looks at it, he's like, so what were you looking to get altogether?
I'll take one potion of greater healing, as well as the violin.
Floor like pops up behind his shoulder. Also, what does that staff do? And points at the adder.
The staff of the adder. Oh, yeah. Here. He does pull it out and he puts it on the counter for you to look at. He goes, I'll be with you one moment, young lady.
Oh, and we're buying together.
Is this a package deal? It's all you guys are paying just together? For this?
And she like glares at Mal to be like, uh-huh.
Of course.
so-
we're a troop.
So he looks at the items. He's like, okay, the violin, I can't take anything off of that, unfortunately, because that is on consignment from the family. So I have to charge the 50 gold for the violin. So I can't take anything off of that. The potion of greater healing, my stock, luckily, through all the craziness that happened, wasn't damaged. So and I just replenished my stock before the attack. So I do have quite a few of them. So I can give you the potion of greater healing for 90 gold. The staff of the adder. I'm glad you asked, young lady. It is an amazing item. He's like going through his paperwork, trying to pull his notes out because he does not remember it off the top of his head. He pulls out his notes. You see him pull out these little pair of glasses. You know, it's like little tiny ones. He puts them on the tip of his nose, and he goes to the sheet, and he's like, "Ha! Yes, the staff of the adder. The staff has a command word. You see. You notice at the head of the staff." It looks like it has kind of a snake look to it, and he's like, "Well, see, when you use it, the staff became that of an animated poisonous snake for 1 minute, and by using a bonus action to speak the command word again, you return the staff to its normal inanimate form. When you attack with a melee attack with this, the snake head, which has a reach of 5 feet, you have a proficiency bonus applied to the attack roll, and on a hit." The target takes extra piercing damage as well. If they succeed with if they fail with a weak constitution.
Is that just generally speaking, or is that whenever it's a snake? Because I can't imagine like trying to attack with a
I was trying to read it like as an RP, but I'll just read the item now, so you know what it is.
But my only question was, so long as it's in staff form, because again, if you're just whipping around a snake like you're lashing at someone with a belt, that would be ridiculous.
You can use a bonus action to speak the staff's command word and make the head of the staff become that of an animate poisonous snake. So it's the head for 1 minute. By using another bonus action to speak command word again, you return to its normal inanimate form. So it's just the head of the staff.
Got it.
You can make a melee attack using the snake head, which has a reach of 5 feet. Your proficiency bonus applies to the attack roll. On a hit, the target takes 1d6 piercing damage and must succeed a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or take 3d6 poison damage. The snake head can be attacked while it's animated. It has an armor class of 15 and 20 hit points. If the head drops to 0, the staff is destroyed.
That's better stats than me.
While the dwarf is explaining this rad as fuck staff, Fizz is on the outside, and he hits the staff of flowers. He hit twice on the ground, and he lets a rose grow, and he's like, "This is real nifty." And he just picks up the rose and puts it in his hair, and he turns around and is like, "Hey guys, I'm a rose boy. Look at me."
You know that Flo can do that without a staff, right?
Yeah, but now I can do it too.
Fair enough.
Flower buddies.
So he looks at all the prices. Like, so I can't take anything off the violin. So that's 50 gold straight out the bat. So the potion is
90
100
gold for the potion.
The staff of the adder, if you're looking to get it, is 350 in gold. So that's 450 for both of those.
There would
so
be
we'll
no
say
like
425
bundle.
for some heroes for both.
Is that discounting the staff?
You say you're buying it all together. So the staff is 350, the potion's 100. That's 450 total. I'll give you both for 425. You did tell me you're buying it together.
Oh yeah, of course. Just like a few more questions. What's like what this you've beautiful shop, so many things here. Just like what? Tell me about all your staffs and like maybe some of your rings. While we're here,
yes, we have quite a few things here. We have you're a druid, are you not, young lady?
Your perceptions would be correct.
Yes. I would figure maybe to save you from having to use your energies too much, a staff of healing was something you might enjoy, which we have for 600 gold. It has 10 charges, and while holding it, you can use an action to expend one or more of its charges to cast following spells using your save DC and spellcasting modifier: Cure Wounds, Lesser Restoration, or Mass Cure Wounds. And has 10 charges to cast those spells.
Flora just looks at Mel and goes, nah. Next one?
We have the Ring of Feather Falling. I do believe the name kind of speaks for itself. If you find yourself...
What, you fall slower?
Is Rinser in the shop asking this?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. You fall slower. It also protects you from falling as well. So you don't take you don't get hurt when you fall. You kind of descend slowly for about 60 feet, and you don't get injured from falling down.
So cool. One moment, and then she does that thing where she turns herself and Mel around and goes, so what do you think? Because
I'm buying mine. My violin for 50. 90 for the is what he told me for that. So you're going to pay him the rest, which would be 285.
So I don't have
Because that's the staff you want. I have no use of it.
I only have, what is it? 220?
Cassian gives you 65 gold.
Oh.
Here, you use the rest of your gold if you want that staff. Otherwise, I'm
He's
just
going
paying
through
for
his
those.
list as you guys are going through. Thanik, are you in the shop as well? Cassian obviously is.
Yeah, I am. I'll get to me in a minute. He's
an opportunistic shopkeeper. So he sees everyone and he's like, "You," pointing at Cassian, "you look quite magical. Is that correct, good sir?"
Yes, it is.
I do have. He pulls out a wooden case, opens up the lid, and inside of it you see a slightly glowing spell scroll.
A singular spell scroll?
A singular spell scroll.
At this moment,
I have not broken the seal on this, so I do not know what spell is in here.
It's a loot box.
At this time, Fizz walks right behind Cassian. He has 6 roses in his head, with just a crown of roses, and he just kind of goes like, "Oh man, that looks cool," and he's just gonna very gently tap Cassian's back and give him guidance.
Oh, those charges are almost all gone already.
You use guidance during shopping episodes, boy.
Yeah.
So it's 1 plus
how
5.
much we do have other potions as well. We have potion of Hill Giant Strength, which gives you extra strength. We have a potion of Fire Breath. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. A ring of jumping. You can jump pretty high with that thing. We do have Thieves' Tools as well, if anyone needs any Thieves' Tools.
Cassian, are you going to look at the spell scroll?
I'm purchasing it. I'm not looking at it.
Oh, there you go. Just fuck it. I don't care what's in there.
I need a 2nd level spell, but... So, how much for the spell scroll?
Spell scroll, 200 gold.
Is there a discount for Heroes of Greenest?
Boy, you're all killing me today, aren't you? But you are spending lots of money here. All right. You are spending. Give me a persuasion check.
It's
Roll
going to be
a D4
terrible
as well.
Well, this is happening. There's still this Mal conversation. She takes the 65 gold, but she's like, okay, but hear me out, Mal.
Ooh,
that.
Yeah, I'll take that
staff,
D4.
That staff, we could both use that. That sounded
14.
real cool. A use of command. I mean, come on, that's our thing, Mal.
You know what? I'll rate your sales pitch with how much I'm gonna give you, and I give her 2 copper pieces.
He's like, all right, listen, this is what I can do for you with the spell scroll. I only have one of these. If you can't tell, I only have one of these, so it's a highly sought after item. I can knock 10 gold off for you. I can give it to you for 190.
I'll take it.
And Thanek's just been walking
as far
around.
As
and he does.
what the scroll is, I need you to roll a D100 for me.
Okay. I'll roll it to you. I have an idea of what I want it to be, but we'll see.
And it's a common.
Okay.
It's just
Fleur,
You
how much
learned
gold?
thaumaturgy.
Fleur, how much gold do you have left?
Fleur's trying to get more
yeah.
money out of me.
So with that, Cassian, You look at the scroll and you realize it is a scroll of blur.
Ooh.
Dope.
Blur is pretty fucking dope.
Yeah, I definitely needed that one. How much more gold do you have left, Sophie?
With the 65 you gave me, I have 286.
Okay, but after you spend it, how much gold will you have left?
How much is he making me spend on the staff?
I
So
think he said 285, so you'll have
285 for
gold
your
I'll
and
have
two
one.
copper
I'll have
pieces.
1 gold left.
here, I'll
One
throw
gold and
Sophie
two
20
copper
more
pieces.
gold.
How,
throw
Yeah,
how
gold
much
and 2
more?
copper.
how much is the staff?
285.
Okay, I'm gonna throw
285
20 extra
285
gold.
divided by 2. I'll give you 140.
She'll take it.
Never mind. Miles not giving me
Fizz
any more.
also slides 3 gold pieces.
To Floor?
Yeah.
This is all that I have, but I hope that it's helpful.
She'll take. So Floor. So and then like I assume after all
Dobby's
this
tugging on
transaction-
Fleur's by he's tugging on Fleur as well, by the way. And he's like he like pulls out
Gives her
a
pinkies.
goblin finger. He's like, maybe they'll take this.
You're so right. That's a great idea. And then so after this, like after all this transaction, they turn back to the shopkeeper and go, "Okay, we're ready."
What you want all of it? Yeah. Well, you heard the
Yeah.
prices. Toss out the gold. It's all yours.
Starts counting out the like bigs, so she's not here for an hour. But there you go, 285. That's what it was.
Yeah, 285 plus the rest to get it to the proper amount. That's Mal's portion.
Yeah. So you guys bought a violin, potion of greater healing, the staff of the adder, and Cassian bought the spell scroll.
Cassian's gonna buy another potion of greater healing and 3 potions of healing.
Also,
I'll buy them at full price. I don't care.
Potion of healings are 30 gold each, so it's 190.
Yep, I have now officially have 1 gold.
while this is happening, and she's like, "You've been so kind to us," and she like druid claps a little rose, and she's like, "You've been so kind," and then she places it on the table and like drags her hand back and just tries to grab something shiny, while casting guidance on herself. Just anything that's on the table.
Anything.
At that exact moment, I'm gonna look at the I'm gonna see the shopkeeper and point in the back and be like, "Oh, look!" and cast command on the shopkeeper so Fleur can steal it.
You're going to burn all your spell slots.
So
Mal's tuning his violin. He is not
Sophie!
into this whatsoever.
You don't even know
We
what
have-
she's
we have-
gonna be able to steal.
We have 3 days of rest. Fuck a spell slot right now.
yeah,
We get
so
3 days to rest.
it's command, so he has to do a wisdom saving throw of 13, and if he fails, he has to look in the complete opposite direction.
All right, so apparently I have to come up with a sheet for a shopkeeper. Let me find out what he could be.
I mean,
Straight
I
roll,
have
baby.
proficiency in sleight of hand. I didn't need this, but I'll take it.
Let's see.
He has like a +10. It's fine.
What we didn't know was this shopkeeper is a retired adventurer at level 20.
I took an arrow to the knee.
That would
What
be
we didn't know
hilarious.
is this shopkeep is secretly Tiamat.
He
This is
grows 6
actually-
heads and bites Fizz in 1 bite.
That's a
That'll be
high
the
not
last
a
time you steal
Tiamat.
from me, lad.
Question about command. Do they know that you casted it if they fail?
That's a good question.
I mean, he says look behind you, so it's
Oh,
part
hey,
of
yeah, it's just more like, if it fails, it's me more like going like, oh, hey, look, and he's just like, what are you doing? It's like,
Yeah.
Because I don't want
It's-
to hate us.
It's what happens when you go up to a normal person and be like, oh, hey, look, and you're like still staring at them like, why?
You can't hate us. I bought healing potions for full price without asking for a discount, okay?
All right,
Yeah.
wisdom saving throw 16.
13. All right, it doesn't work. He just sees me with my finger extended in the opposite direction.
I mean, he
Uh,
has
as
to
far as-
look.
As far as
Guidance,
Fleur,
sleight of hand.
sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Hey, I tried.
Whew. Okay, and then I add my d4. Cool, 15 total.
That's you managed to steal a brass candlestick holder.
Cool, it's mine now.
Now you do what you do in Skyrim, and you sell it back to him.
Oh yes, yes.
How about this brass candle holder?
I don't think that's how it works.
Yeah, if this is Skyrim, I'll just sneak right behind him
and,
and just yank the clothes off of him and sell them back to him.
Goddamn Skyrim.
These clothes look like they absolutely fit you.
In fact, they just were.
Has his name
They're
tag
still
on
warm.
it still.
But yeah, Fizz is completely content with his crown of roses, and he's just like, well, thank you so much for your service, and he's just gonna walk outside.
Thank you.
Mal's tuning the violin, and he's good.
For the violin, he does pull out. It did come with a case, so he hands you the case for the violin. It's made out of a polished kind of ash wood for the violin case. And for the staff of the adder, it did come with a nice oiled leather sheath for it to go inside of.
Is this an attunement item? I forgot I got that on. I had so much more going on. Is it it's attunement?
Huh?
Is it attunement?
No. It's just a sheath to store it in. It's like nice little
Just type in
is the staff itself? You mean is the staff itself attunement?
Yeah, the staff attunement.
If you had a D&D Beyond, it should say.
Yeah, I should tell you if it is. I don't think it is though.
No, it's not. I just got it.
Staff of Flowers doesn't require attunement.
No.
Also, if I use Versatile on the staff, it deals more damage than my +1 mace.
The Staff of Aether does require attunement.
Yeah, I know.
Staff the Adder does.
Cool, so.
Yep, it does.
My goddamn stick is more powerful than my
I mean,
+1
I'm not
mace.
attuned to anything yet, so I.
Wait, so
Nice.
the staff is like can use it as a quarterstaff too, right? Fizz can use it as a
I don't
quarterstaff.
think so. It's a staff, not a quarterstaff. It's not the.
It's a stick.
I mean, you can use. I know that druid focus like a staff for druid can be used as a quarterstaff, so I don't know.
I mean, now I have two sticks. I have a small stick and a big stick,
Well,
and one
yeah,
has a cage.
and if you read the description too, though, once you expend all the charges, the staff turns into flower petals and is gone.
Fizz doesn't know that.
I mean, he knows now because he made an entire crown.
Well, that's when the
Four
charges.
charges. I got 4 charges
Right.
left.
Like if
and
he leaves that
after-
last charge on there,
No, yeah, I checked. It's like I have to roll a d20 if I roll a nat 1, then it flies away. But if not, it's just like an empty charge.
Oh, it does say the staff regains 1d6 plus 4 expended charges daily at dawn.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'll be fine. Fizz is
Spends the
content
last
with his
4.
crown.
Expands to the last 4 if it charges today. Wakes up tomorrow morning, rolls a nat 1.
Yeah, then it's gone. Then he just spent 25 gold pieces for 10 roses.
Yeah. And I'll say too, just so you guys know, passage of time. It was about 10 a.m. when you guys first started in the keep.
Wait,
It's about noon
is there also
after talking to them in the keep, and now at the shops, it's about noon time.
okay? Well, I'm guessing that Trincer now can shop.
Yeah.
wait.
As Fizz sees Renser heads towards the shopkeep, he's just gonna be like, "Oh, hello, Rens," and just gonna pat him on the shoulder again and give him guidance
touch me.
because
Don't
God,
touch-
he needs it.
Don't touch me.
It's a firm, just like
Is that a
it's just
refusal
like-
of guidance?
They don't even know that it's guidance. They just don't want to be touched.
I'm gonna do no. God damn you! I'm trying to help. This is out of
Don't
character.
go
But like,
away. Go away.
Fizz is going to at least just slap him on the back now.
Ah! Fuck you.
Guidance.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Okay, anyway. I need a photo. Do you have like something like a focusing that? Right?
I'm sorry, like anything like a what?
Do you have anything like a focusing crystal that can be used for magic? Do you have anything like that?
No, unfortunately, the only magical items I had were like the staves and the scrolls. and the rings. I don't have any crystals.
Anything like, okay. Well, there is some components maybe that I can use. Do you have? I have a list, and they take out a book. Do you have any of the following? I need a charcoal. Do you have any?
Charcoal? Oh, yes, certainly. I have lots of charcoal.
So I need charcoal and incense and herbs. Do you have all of those?
Yeah. A small bag of charcoal, not expensive at all. 5 silver for the charcoal.
I need a lot of those, like 10 gold amount.
10 gold amount? That is a giant sack of charcoal.
Yeah. I need
bigger than you. That's a lot of charcoal.
Yeah, it's okay. I need that if you have that much.
Sure. He pulls out a big burlap sack, slaps it on the counter. 10 gold. Here you go. Take all the charcoal you want.
Cool. Thanks. And incense.
I'll say it's about a 10-pound bag.
Meanwhile, I'm helping Mal tune his violin, and I'm just singing. It's like, if I was a rich man.
As far as the, you said herbs and incense as well?
Let's say, yeah. Like, not a lot. I don't need a lot of the. Yeah.
Well, he pulls out a little case that has like little, a case like he pulls out, has a bunch of drawers on it, and you see the names of all the drawers, all the different kind of herbs for components that you could see, and most of them, since they're all general components, a small little bag of each of them is 2 silver each for the components, depending on which ones you want. And as far as the incense, he pulls out a tray, has all different types of incense in there. It's just kind of a grab bag, 1 silver a piece for the incense.
Okay, so let's say 1 silver incense. So 1 incense. What else do I need? Hold on. There is them. So for the components, so copper wire is also there. There's also copper wire in the components there.
Copper wire? Let me go take a look. He goes in the back. You hear him shuffling back there. You hear some stuff moving around. You hear a box fall. Oh, God damn it. He pulls out some more stuff and he comes back out. He's rubbing his head. He's like, yeah, found a small spool here. It's got about, looks like 8 or 10 feet of copper.
I need like a piece like about this long.
Yeah, copper's price has kind of gone up. So it's about $5 a foot, or $5.
What
5 silver a foot.
$5 foot long.
Okay, so let's say let's say 6 inches. It's 2 silver, 2.5.
Yeah. Well, so you want half a foot? He's looking at the spool. He's like, "There's not that much on here. Do you want just take the whole thing? 1 gold."
Okay, 15 centimeters, which is like half a foot. Yeah.
So you wanted an entire sack of charcoal for 10 gold, but you won't pay 1 gold for this 8 to 10 feet of copper wire.
I don't need that much, and I need the charcoal for a ritual, if you must know.
Fizz, Fizz is just gonna stick his head out, and he just like walks over, puts 1 gold piece, and says, "I'll take it."
Okay, I don't need that. Yeah.
All right,
okay.
and I just hand it to Rinse, and I'm just gonna walk out.
Okay, so cool. Can you cut? Do you have like something to cut it? Shears or something, or?
Mal just comes out with a dagger, cuts it, takes the rest of the copper wire.
There you go.
Great, cool, thank you. Okay, so I need. Okay, so for the incense and the. How much did you say the incense is? Sorry.
1 silver for each. It's like the stick type incense, so it's 1 silver per stick.
Okay, so I'll take 5. So 5 sticks, and then another 10 for the charcoal, and the herbs you said is 2 silver, right?
For the what?
The herbs, you said it.
The herbs? Yeah, yes. 2 silver per little.
Okay, so
packet
that's
of herbs.
7. So 10 gold and 7 for everything.
There you go. Sounds good to me. Sounds like a deal.
Okay, great. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
And after Rinser, Thanek, who had to deal with children again,
Yes.
wanted to grab a greater healing, like one. This I don't know if this is what
Yeah, he
has.
messaged me.
wanted
1
to-
greater healing,
cool.
2 regular healing, and Hill Giant
And
Strength.
yeah, cool.
Yeah.
He's gonna
So
grab that.
Actually, yeah. Can you also add the potion of healing as well?
the regular potion of healing or the greater healing?
You know, the regular should be.
Regular? Sure. 30 gold for the potion of healing.
Can any chance for a discount, maybe?
Persuasion check.
Sure. Persuasion. No good. No modifiers. Natural 20.
There you go. You know what? You guys have spent quite a bit today. I don't have a problem with it. You know what? You're gonna have the potion of healing for 20 gold.
Cool. I'll take it. So that's a total of 30 gold and 7 silver for you.
Okay. And we'll just assume we get those items when he comes back. Then it can take the monies off for that. He wasn't here to persuade, so he's got to pay full price for him. So his is.
I would like the discount.
160, 300. So it's technically 310. We'll just say 300 even. So his is 300 gold. The shopkeeper was nice to him because he's very big. So he knocked off the 10 gold, gave it to him.
And his
for
friends
300
just
gold.
paid a lot of money.
Yeah, well, I mean, you all got discounts pretty much. Everyone persuaded discounts out of the guy. So it worked out well. So, yeah, there you go. So you guys got all the items. Anything else I can help you guys with today?
Are you interested in purchasing items?
No, sir.
Okay,
Ma'am.
thank you. I'm needed. Okay, bye.
I do have this is like general goods place, right?
Yes.
Do you have like just like food? Like I have she pulls out this is apples. I was wondering if you have anything that just to treat her with.
Unfortunately, I don't. All I have is my lunch that my wife made for me. But I'm pretty sure back at the keep they have a pretty extended kitchen there. I'm pretty sure they could have.
Okay,
whatever you need
that's fine.
as far
That's
as
fine.
food things there.
You should have more general stuff. She puts that bowl back.
I will take that into consideration. Thank you.
I mean, for a general store, they are missing a lot of things, just saying.
Yeah, I think I made a pretty good list.
It's not like they got raided or something.
I mean, no, the list is great. I'm just saying basic stuff. They lack some basic stuff. Just saying. Not complaining to you.
Yeah,
it's just
when you're DMing and running a store, you kind of have to limit it, or else it starts to become.
No, it makes sense. Also,
yeah.
they're also attacked by a dragon. I mean, they just recently attacked, so probably they are missing a lot.
Like
of
general stuff, like the stuff you were talking about, like components and stuff like that. That we can do on the fly. It's not a big deal. They're usually not very expensive items. That's not a big deal.
And that's why I played a bard, because I can use a violin as a focus.
Yeah, and in the meantime, Fizz is just like he's got 2 sticks and he's quite happy. He's just like, well, this one is cool. This one can summon roses. Today's a good day. And he just he just adjusts his crown of roses and he just looks back and is like, all right, so
are they all
anything
different roses, or are they the same kind of rose?
For now, he's content with just having some beautiful ruby red roses.
In the middle, I'll create like a really big pink rose and put it in the middle to like top off the crown.
Hey, you
Waiting
know
for
what? The
thorns to
more the
come.
merrier.
So just
Thank
like
you
add
so much,
some more
Flavor.
pop.
These are all secretly cursed items.
We're all actually just about to die.
These flowers are draining my wisdom. The only good thing I have left.
Fizz, roll a D100. No.
A mimic eats me whole.
Oh God.
And worst of all, Mal is forced to make Vor fanfic about it.
Miles goes to play his violin and he realizes it's a mimic and it bites him in the neck.
He goes to
He
play it. It has
realizes-
no strings. Damn it.
It's actually a cello. It's minimized for an hour.
Mal checks once again and realizes it's not a violin. It's a ukulele.
No.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
And with every strum, you summon a white woman
Who
No, no,
really
wishes-
into
keep going,
21
keep going.
who
Pilots
wishes
in
to make a
2016.
ukulele cover of a rap song.
That is a pretty dope magical item, I gotta say.
That is such a curse.
That would be a curse.
We should make it a homebrew.
If you roll a nat 1, it's a couple, a heterosexual couple.
No.
And they have a really good cover of Flo
We have no
Rida.
need for those.
And that's
Yeah, Mal's
a
perfectly happy.
magical item.
He's making his way back to the keep because he's assuming we gotta talk to a dude.
Yeah, and Fizz is the same. He just walks back.
Same for.
So everyone's going back to the keep.
Yeah, go talk to monkey dude.
Monkey.
I'll say monk, and I was gonna say E, and then dude, and then it might turn into a monkey dude. So that's his name now.
All right.
If anything, it'd be like a lion. It's like a Leonin lion.
That's his name. Thank you.
It's the
Leosin.
first name I remember all
Leosin.
campaign.
We're on a first name basis after all.
Apologies. All right. Fizz is
Yeah.
gonna head back to the house of survivors and just check up on everybody.
Uh,
I'll go to the monk.
wait, I will
So you
quit.
do see people. I mean, they weren't. Some of the, not all the printers were in bad shape. There's just some exhaustion, and that's about it. So they're doing pretty well. Leosin was the one that was hurt the most, so it's why it take a little longer. You do see him over there. He's propped up, sitting up, with a blanket on, and there's a nurse just applying some salves to his injuries.
First, Fizz checks the foldable table. Is the continental breakfast served its purpose and empty?
It's completely gone. It's because it's afternoon at this point.
Fizz feels real content, and before he tucks it away, he goes to Lewis and he's like, "Hey man, how you feeling?"
Better than I was this morning and last night, definitely. But I'm going to be held up here for quite a while. But again, I told your big friend, thank you all for all your assistance.
Yeah, it's no problem. And I believe we are. You wanted us to do some favors for you.
Yes, I did mention it to him. He looks at the nurse. He's like, I'm good. Thank you. And he waits for her to walk away. Once she leaves, he turns back.
Fizz gets like a chair and he turns around
Yeah.
and he sits on it backwards and he leans over and is like, "All right, what do you got?"
Floor also is just like, I'm also in this conversation now. What's up?
Mal's hanging out too.
He's like, all right, this is what I know. I couldn't tell you much there because I didn't want them hearing and potentially a change in their plans because they heard I know what's going on. But if you remember, behind Mandat's tent, there was a cave. If you did not see it the first time. I've heard it referred to as the nursery. It's a badly kept secret that Resmir plans to hatch a clutch of dragon eggs in there. With that being said, there is still much to be done. It'll take me days to recover, and once I do, as I told your friend, I must make my way north to Elturel to convey what I have learned to my friend Anthar Froom, a paladin of Torm, who shares my concern over the cult. After all you've done already for me personally and for the people of Greenest, I hate to ask for anything more from you, but the need is great, and I dare hope that you can aid me one more time. I need you to return to the cultist camp. I know, we just left. But you know your way around it now. And if the cultists are preparing to conduct another raid, or a large body of them marches away, or if anything substantial is carried out into or out of that cave, I need to know. That's why I wanted to stay. If you have a chance to get into the camp and look around again, that would be the ideal way to spot anything that's changed, and I'll gladly pay each of you 100 gold for the task. And I don't recommend letting yourselves get captured again.
Okay, I got to ask that. Where exactly how did you manage to keep that money on you?
Who said it was on me?
Fair enough. So you want us
You
to...
think success?
You want us to what? Sneak into the camp where they know all our faces now?
Well, I want you to go back to the camp and see what you can find out.
I'm down.
Rincer, don't worry so much about them seeing our faces. Watching Fizz, I may have picked up a new trick myself.
That is nice. I actually can sneak in, and I think it's better to maybe if I can try to sneak in and get information, because I think I'm a bit better than the rest of you in sneaking to some extent. No offense.
Sneaking, yes. Espionage, I have you outclassed.
I can do
Sure. How long did it take you to be captured the last time with your espionage?
How long did it take me? A lot longer than it took to get Fizz. No offense, Fizz.
To be fair,
That-
You know what? No problem.
Yeah,
So, you would like us to go back to the camp and just do some surveillance.
Primarily
And if we
that
get-
cave. Cave.
Primarily the
How-
cave.
They call the nursery.
long?
That's what I need to know, what's going on in that cave.
Like Fleur said, how long would you like us to survey this cave?
How long it takes. I have no idea the depth, length, or breadth of what's going on in that cave. But whatever you can
Alright.
find out from inside of that.
And how will we contact you? Will you be still here, or are you going to be heading?
If I'm not here when you return, you can find me in El Turel.
All right, gotcha.
okay.
And by the way, all of this that I did, it's going to be in the handouts and documents to reference it, what he said. So
Cool stuff.
Can you tell us anything and everything about the camp before you go, if we're going back in there?
Well, everything that I know about the camp itself, you know. You were there with me. You saw everything. We saw that there was about 120 of them or so. We know Frulan Mondoth was there. We know Cyanrath was there. Resmir was there. But I believe he left shortly before we got there. But that's what I do know. The only thing I didn't figure out, which is why I wanted to stay, was to find out what was going on in that cave.
So did you manage to see anything coming in or out of there?
No. All I heard is the information. All I heard is the scuttlebutt and people talking about it and calling it the nursery. That's all I saw. Remember, I got captured only a few hours before you guys came.
I can tell you one thing. Before we came here, the blue half dragon, the siren ras.
Cece.
What?
Yes, CC.
Cece.
Sure. So Cece said something that they got what they wanted. I don't know what they meant, but after they stopped the raiding...
You mean from Greenest?
Yes. Do you have any idea
Yeah.
what it might have been?
That was all, as far from what I could tell, was all about just collecting money to help fund the cult.
I
I mean, I feel like if you're a cult, you can just like intimidate and kill people into giving you what you want. I would feel like they wouldn't be like paying people.
There was
So
quite a
what
few
you're
adventures
telling
they
me
had
is
under
we
their
need to
cloak.
get the IRS in here immediately.
I mean, Fizz says that they have...
I mean, they did have quite a few
I don't
mercenaries
know.
they have to pay as part of their army, so.
Wait,
That sounds like a downfall on them.
I think I
honestly.
have an idea. Maybe we can... No, it wouldn't work. They still recognize us. I think maybe we can pretend to be mercenaries, but it just wouldn't work. We need to sneak in. That's the best approach.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we did it once. And I'm sure now that we know what's up in there, we can do it even better.
Yeah, we're not going in blind this time. We're going to have a much better chance.
Yeah, but not all of us. I think that the less sneaky people, mainly...
I mean, I can make us all sneak better now.
What do you mean?
Oh, I just learned a new spell. Like, you know, like experience, you know. I can just... I'll make us a little bit more quiet, you know, a little bit more subtle.
I still think that only half of us, like maybe you and me, can sneak in, and the rest can hand back as backup, and we can. You can change your form, right? So if I get captured, you can alert the others, maybe.
We can form a plan once we get there and get a good scope of things.
I think we should form a plan before we go there. First, we need to form a plan, and then we can go there.
They may have completely changed. We're gonna have to see the site again before we can plan anything.
Okay, that is also a good point.
Concerned there was a prison break, and they're gonna adapt, just as we've all adapted.
Yes. Hopefully, we can adapt better.
I'm pretty good at prison breaking. That was not my first time.
All right. Well, Leosin, thank you so much. We'll get on it as soon as possible, and I hope you get well soon.
Oh yeah, I forgot Leo.
I hope you make it back safely.
And may the ultimate warrior smile upon you. And Fizz is gonna get up and walk out.
If and when we survive and like we get back to you, like what's your paladin's friend's name? If we want. Where are you heading?
Froom. I'm heading to the city of Elturel. I think that's how it's pronounced. And my friend. Yeah, Anthar Throom.
And the paladin's name was?
That's the paladin's name. The city is Elturel, and the paladin is Anthar Froom.
With an A or U?
To know exactly, it's in. If you go into handouts, it's in there.
Cool.
So you can see the spellings of everything.
Fizz very awkwardly walks back in to get the flowable table and then walks out again.
Cool. Well, I hope you're.
By the way,
Leo.
what happened?
Can I call you Leo? I'm gonna call you Leo. And she just walks out.
He's totally Leo.
Thank you.
By the way, what happened to Nassim, the person who sent us to find Leon's cell? Did they reunite?
No, they had left. He's like, yes, my apprentice. No, he had left. He's going to be meeting me in Elturel. He did, word was sent to him that you guys saved me. So, I will meet up with him in Elturel.
All right.
Oh, by the way, I have this weird Joker thing that I stole from you. It's broken. You can have it back.
Oh, thank you. I was waiting for that. Thank you so much. It's a family heirloom.
All right.
There you go. It's all yours.
And all right. It is midnight, 1 a.m. Eastern. If you guys want to end here, we can.
Man, that's the second episode in a row with a nice ending. I don't trust any of this.
I mean, if
what are those horses? Are they really horses? I bet they're goddamn mimics. This smells like a goddamn.
I mean, if we have a bit of time, I would like to have Rinser just casting using the component, the component she got, specifically the charcoal and the herbs, and use the component to create a fine familiar.
Sure.
So I mean, I guess in the find like a corner where they just.
Yeah. I mean, you could be taking the action now, and then when we start up next time, you'll be ready and prepared.
It's there.
How long is the ritual? Does it have a time?
Oh, it's an hour. I think it's an hour. Let me check.
An hour? Yeah, that'll be fine.
Okay, so after they went to they stopped talking, it's an hour. So they went to use the find familiar.
It's an hour and 10 minutes to be exact, but yeah.
Okay, 1 hour and 10 minutes. Oh, actually,
some DMs do an Arcana check for the scroll casting. You don't have to worry about that. You can just add it to your spell book. You don't have to do an Arcana check or anything.
Because I can add up to 2 spells anytime I gain a wizard spell or a wizard level. I can add up to 2 spells to my spellbook for free as long as it's like for a level I have. Any extra spells after that, that's when it starts costing money.
All right, I think we're done.
Okay, so is everyone good with ending here? So Sophie is going to be leaving us for 5 weeks. So I thought you guys were really into shopping, so so it was
Shopping episode,
I'm not surprised.
which is fine. I'm okay with that. I just wasn't sure, like, if we got to, like, for example, going back to the camp or whatever, I could have found a way for Fleur to be, whatever. But we can ad-lib that in.
I was going to suggest that maybe Fleur would follow Leosin back so that he gets back.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
You could do that
just
too.
like,
Yeah, as a bodyguard.
Yeah.
as a
you
bodyguard.
should-
I was gonna suggest
do
that,
that
but I was just like, no. They probably got something planned, like really cool at the end, so I won't say anything.
Yeah, I mean, that actually works fine. I just don't know how long in real world time it'll take you guys to get to that city. So if you get there like
a while,
4
Worst
to 5
case-
weeks, yeah.
I mean, before it's a problem, but if you like, let's say after 5 weeks you don't get there yet, they can say like they maybe floor.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna guess
them get and got back to us.
this going to back to the camp. This is probably going to take 2 episodes to possibly 3 episodes. Doing what you're doing there, so that's going to take us some time already. So I think we'll be okay. So we can, for RP, you can have it that Fleur decides to accompany.
Yeah, sure.
Watch us
If-
have
if it
4
works
sessions being
time-wise.
stuck in that goddamn camp.
I mean, if it doesn't, I can come. I'll come up with a beach episode until you come back. I don't know. I'll figure out something.
This is beach episode.
We're gonna delay. We're gonna go through this as fast as possible so we can get that beach episode.
Do not the beach.
We're gonna kill that dragon.
Episode
Right,
without me.
Here's
Do
the plan
not
for
beach
beach episode.
episode without me.
Here's the plan for the beach episode. We just don't go back to the camp at all, and then we go to the beach.
Sure.
No, but I mean, we can probably also like going like traveling on the roads also can take a while. So
Yeah, I also feel like if I'm going with Leo, Dobby would probably also join me.
Yeah. If you want to take Dobby
Probably a
with you.
smart idea, so he doesn't.
You guys
die.
won't get any Dobby RPs from me for 5 weeks. That's fine.
That's
I
fine.
mean, Dobby will probably join.
We'll get a
her
new
because Dobby won't go.
I mean, it makes
anywhere.
sense. Dobby's gonna go wherever Fleur goes. So
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we're gonna come back on Sunday.
yeah, be back
where
on Sunday
we'll
for
be joined
Cocos.
by Cassian, Mal, Yellow's joining us. That's nice. Lunga himself and Lunga's wonderful wife, Marie, and I think that's everybody.
I'm also gonna be there.
Yep. God damn it. Sorry.
It's cool. It's fine.
And Rincer's gonna show up.
I mean,
And be a
How many
wonderful
was that
character.
total, including what was
I think it's gonna be
the count?
6.
Yeah.
6,
7.
including you, Coco.
No, I think that'll be 7 if we include myself as well.
'Cause there's
7. Okay, so we can use the same. I can use the same layout
Yellow,
here for Hoard of Dragon Queen.
Yellow,
I'll just change a little. I'll just take off the Hoard of
wife,
Dragon Queen
Mal, me, Coco, and Rincer.
7. Yeah.
I don't know if Thanik said he was gonna make it or not, but
No, he
I
said
think
he
he's gonna
can't.
know.
No,
No,
he
he
said he
can't?
couldn't.
Okay.
He's got his
yes,
daughter,
that's right.
birthday coming up and stuff like that.
Oh
so
yeah,
he's gonna be busy.
I heard that. I just forgot.
Okay, well that's a shame. There can only be 6 people to show up. Oh, thank you.
I gotta work.
And I hope you can join us and watch as I severely underestimate how powerful 6 level 15 characters are.
It's fine. Like, middle of the one shot, 3 beholders appear to
And
balance
I'll-
everything.
as more of a little teaser, guess what? This one-shot campaign is gonna take place in the exact same world we're currently living in right now, and might have little connections.
Oh no, it's a spin-off.
It's been off.
Hold on, you didn't say that. You didn't
Wait.
say that in advance.
We're all members of the
Fizz.
Dragon Cult.
No,
Fizz.
he's definitely noticed.
It's perfect that you said
before.
that because when Dobby pulled out a goblin pinky, I went to my goblin character and I wrote, Dom Kobold took my pinky. We'll kill him eventually.
It's destiny, baby. It's all right there.
Wait, does it take the same year as well, or is it a different year?
You know what? I'm gonna say this now. It takes place the exact same time as this one.
Simultaneous.
Simultaneous.
Okay, you should have said it in advance. I would accommodate my character, but okay, fine. I'll allow you.
Parallel. It is going parallel.
It's all fun and games, so we meet each other. We have to roleplay with ourselves.
Just pull a talisman.
Yeah, I'll be that asshole.
Well, lucky for me, I'm the DM in this one, so other than Dobby, I don't have to worry about that.
So, I'll see you on Sunday.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to end this here. Thank you for those who joined us and watched us today. We'll be back Sunday for Coco's one-shot. Planned one-shot. It's going to be more if we don't know. One-shot on Sunday night, 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern Time. And then Tuesday, we'll be back with the other Council of Six group, Souls of Magic's Dawn, to continue that campaign on Tuesday night as well. So join us for all that good stuff. Like, subscribe, all that other fun stuff. And until next time, so say we all.
Bye now.